Start her up.
Hello, everybody in the YouTube world. I'm here, GFW Trains, and we got Waldo's Productions right next to me.
Otherwise known as Wally, the guy that teaches GFW Trains places. We're here on another Fast Friday with you, talking trains, hanging out, having a good time. Right, George?
That's right. Yeah. It's been almost 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
Right. So it's nice to get back into the train layout. Kick back, relax, run some trains. I've been busy working on the train layout. You've been busy doing all kinds of stuff with school back on, everything like that.
Yeah. I've been really busy with school, that's for sure.
Well, welcome back, everybody. I know that there are a bunch of people here that are probably starting school. So happy Friday, happy Fast Friday, right, George?
That's right. Fast Friday, best day of the week. It's Miller time, right?
Miller time. You got it.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. In 2 weeks, a lot has happened to the layout.
Right.
And everything else.
So, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
All right. So,
we've been busy doing train stuff. So if you haven't tuned in the last month or so, we've done some pretty neat stuff, right, George?
Yeah. We went to go see the Big Boy for the first time. Yeah, we went to see it when it went through St. Louis. We got to see it parked in St. Louis, correct? And then we saw it go through, what were the towns?
We saw it in Washington,
Missouri.
Yep.
That's the last time we saw it, right?
Right.
That was where we saw it stopped, and that was really cool because we got to see it like
up close, feel it. It's hard.
Oh yeah, it hurt my ears.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You whistled it?
No, just like when it was going by.
Right.
Yeah, cylinder cogs were open. It was just like.
Oh, hey, I got to stop you. Captain Chase G says he's wearing a merch right now. Thank you, Captain Chase G. That's good stuff. What you wearing? He's wearing merch. Wonder if he's got like the swag. What's? I'm trying to think of maybe he's got some of the GFW Trains tights on.
Oh.
George's mom's got some GFW Trains tights.
Have they ever been worn?
Yeah, she wore it on the stream once.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Cringed George. George cringed at that one.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Wow. All right, so we did that. We saw the Big Boy, right?
Yes, we saw the Big Boy, and then we also got to drive 765.
Yeah.
Went to Fort Worth, Indiana. We got to drive that. That was really cool. Oh my gosh, it was just like mind blowing.
440 tons, right there. Make one move. That thing's going all the way to Indianapolis.
That's right. Yeah. So we got to drive that, and then we got to see something really cool too. We got to see a nickel plate SD9 start up for the first time since it had been retired.
Project
589.
358. That close, There's three numbers. You got the three numbers, right?
Yeah, 3 numbers. It was nickel plate.
Anyway, cheers, everybody. Grab some iced tea, kick back, relax. Project 358.
389. 589.
589. 27.
Niner. But yeah, so we got to see that. That was really cool. Just because it had been, that engine was in service for 50 years.
Really?
50 years.
What railroads, dude?
Nickel plate. And I think it was from the nickel plate it went to Conrail.
Okay.
Or I don't know where the nickel plate fed into. It was 3 railroads. Nickel plate. Shoot.
Oh, I'll get that, George. Some people are asking about the hair. Explain the hair, George. DB Tech wants to know.
So my hair started to get a little annoying, so I cut it when I was running. It started to get like caught in my necklace, and it was just kind of getting annoying. So I decided to cut it. But yeah, so that's the hair situation. Looks a little different.
for the ladies.
Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, I guess this is a positive George feature, right? No long hair.
Mulletless George. Hey, Brendan's Trains.
Something that you guys haven't seen in almost 2 years.
Right? We watched it grow. We watched it get cut. Right here. GFW Trains. Fast Friday.
Yeah. So that has happened. But back to the SD9. I think it was Nickel Plate, Conrail, and then Norfolk and Southern. Norfolk and Southern used it all the way up until 2010. I'm pretty sure, which is pretty long time. And holy cow, that was so interesting. It's just like
Oh, it was hearing it start up.
Yeah, it was, and everybody. It was really cool. Like it's funny. So you had
Everybody-
765 right there, and then this is starting up, and everybody like
looking at the
nobody
the
was paying
diesel,
any attention to 765, and which is cool. And it probably will live most of its life in or the rest of its life in the shadows of 765.
Doing excursion trains with 765.
Yeah, but oh man, it's really cool. Really, really cool to see.
Well, good. Hey, everybody. Well, welcome to Fast Friday. We'll welcome everybody in the stream. If you're new here, welcome to GFW Trains Fast Friday. If you see George take you on like that, drinks for everybody. I'm drinking iced tea tonight. Smooth. So one of the things that we always do here on GFW Trains is welcome everybody as they come through the door with a whistle, at least at the beginning of the stream. And if we catch you as you're coming in a little bit later, we try and catch you with a whistle. But at the beginning of the stream, we like to say hello to everybody. First through the door is North Country Trains. He had a video that premiered tonight. Yeah, if you haven't seen his videos over there in North Country Trains, go check that out. He's got a really cool channel where he does all kinds of neat train stuff. Fascinating young man. Check out his channel. We got Brendan's Trains in the house. How you doing, Brendan's Trains? We got Todd Anthony in the house. By the way, just because we talk about YouTubers, it doesn't mean that we're trying to slight other people. There are a lot of really cool YouTubers on here, and I'll try and if you've got some new YouTube videos up, let us know. We'll talk about your new videos a little bit, or spend a little bit of time talking about your new videos. So Todd Anthony, welcome to GFW Trains. Welcome to Fast Friday. Let's see, Slag Cat. Pretty excited about Halloween coming down through the. That's good. That's good. And of course, we got George's names, GFW Trains namesake, George. OG George Wardrick in the house.
Right.
He's excited about big football day tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Michigan State plays Miami.
Yep. And Michigan plays NIU.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. How about it? We got Captain Chase G in the house. Another really cool YouTube channel. Go check his out. He's got some good ones that support each other. Devon McKenzie's in the house. Always supporting GFW Trains. We certainly appreciate every week you coming out, hanging out, talking trains. Devon, you're number one customer. Conrail 8098. How you doing this weekend? Happy Friday. Happy Fast Friday. Caught on the
EJ&E.
virtual rail fan. Caught.
I think that's what he means. The EJ. I think he's talking about the CN.
Okay.
EJ&E.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I saw somewhere that he caught a Great Northern one.
Oh.
Anyway, Train Man. Slag Cat. We got the haircut on George. Train Man Dan's in the house. Another great YouTuber. Oh man, we've got so many good people coming through here. Model Train Mania 1225. Big fans at 1225 around here. Welcome to the stream. My man out there in California, Lambo's in the house. Captain Chase G saying he's got some new videos. So roll on over there to Captain Chase G's YouTube channel. Check out his channel. See his new videos. Let's see here. Again, Captain Chase G. Thanks for wearing our merch. I got my GFW Trains shirt here. If you guys are interested in buying some merch, there's a link down below. Check out that link. We got Teespring. We got all kinds of new merch. As we were talking about earlier, anything from T-shirts to cell phone cases to tights for your girlfriend. Huh, George? Maybe I can see if I can get a girl to wear GFW Trains tights for homecoming.
Heck no.
Oh, maybe I can pay your sister to wear them in a cross-country race.
Boy, no way, Jose.
That would be solid. That would be solid. Grandma Nita's in the house. Robert Zimmerman's in the house. My man DB Tech. DB Tech's been around for so long, following us, #1 customer. Of course, Grandma and Grandpa, OG and Anita Woodrick. And we always got to say hi to Mommy Lulu. She says hi.
Hello, hello.
Yep. And Mommy Yaya's probably watching as well, even though they're not posting. We got Rail Fan Kimball in the house. How you doing, Rail Fan Kimball? See Brendan's Trains in the house. I just lost Brendan's Trains. It skipped on me.
Okay.
There we go. Says Brendan's Trains wants to know what's your favorite MTH Premier steam locomotive. Mine would be the Great Northern R2. That'd be a good one.
We don't really have too many MTH Premier locomotives or steam locomotives. Our two big ones are the Yellowstone,
right,
which is really cool in my opinion. It's
originally my favorite.
And then we got the 765.
That one is also my favorite after driving 765.
We recently got that one, yeah. So
we've got that one's Protosounds 1. We still got to either get that one upgraded to Legacy or Protosounds 2 or 3. Probably 3.
I don't think you can get the 2 upgrades anymore.
Amy Postman's in the house. Guess who's back? It's Amy Postman. Welcome back to the stream. Grandpa's all fired up about Rocky.
Rocky.
Yes.
Yeah, he's playing Michigan.
Yes, he
is. You can't escape him.
Rocky Lombardi. Yep, he beats him. He beat him last year. Hopefully, he'll beat him again this year.
Oh, that'd be amazing if he beats them.
Amy Postman, we sure did miss you. Thanks for coming back around here. Rail Fan Kimball's in the house. So, yeah, NASCAR's returning to the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway, tomorrow night at 7. Well, that's pretty cool. We're race fans around here ourselves. Well, it's not going. It's the short circuit there. So just pull it down back on. Repair my Conrail 2026. That's cool. Conrail 8098 says, yep. 2037. All right, gotcha. 2037. So, yeah, Grandpa was saying about how the engine just hit the caboose. We'll get to that as soon as we say hi to everybody about the upgrades on the layout. That's probably the biggest thing we were thinking about, having fun talking about. We got a couple of things finally got the double dog bone operational. That's what this layout was originally planned to be, was a double dog bone. One part of the dog bone on top of the other dog bone. And it's been a long time, but we finally got that double dog bone going.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what we're going. So yep, that's exactly it. Robert Pokorski's in the house. How you doing, Bob? Good to see you from the UP. I'm sure everything's always really fine and dandy up there in the UP. Must be short.
No, that ain't short.
What's that?
I don't think that's a short. It is, but I don't know what.
All right. So let's see here. Getting back down to the stream. Yep, we remember you. Thanks for coming back. Sladcat hated a flat top. We're talking about the hair, getting back there to the hair conversation. Todd Anthony's in the house. Good evening. Kick back, relax, Fast Friday. Let's talk some trains, hang out, have a good time. So,
about to get a real close up of Georgie.
Right there, boom. Look at that. Amy Postman's got a new GT Jeep with sound on the layout. Lots of layout upgrades. That's good to hear.
Brand truck.
Good to hear. So, North Country Trains says, you guys will never guess what, or rather who I bought last weekend. He's really useful.
Thomas?
Oh, yeah. Any good layout can't be complete without a Thomas, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So Conrail 8098 was talking about the what he caught. It was a head end Great Northern head end with the intermodals.
Wait, so what railroad is that from?
Right?
What are they now?
Nah,
I
Great
thought
Northern
the
is
Great Northern was
BNSF.
BNSF. I thought BNSF didn't have hair.
Got me on that. I'm not your heritage YouTube guru. Maybe Conrad098 can chime in on that. Radar Diddy, welcome to the stream. That's good. That's good that you're here. Kick back, relax, grab some iced tea. We're talking trains, hanging out with some fellow trainiacs here, and yeah, it's good iced tea tonight. Good iced tea. Hopefully, George will yawn a lot. So yeah, there we go. Train Store Pure Marquette Production, who's got a cool channel. You got to check out his channel. Man, everybody here, it's so cool that we're all hanging out, all doing trains, and everyone's got these really cool YouTube channels. But Train Storm in particular has got a really, really neat channel. Go check him out. He says, speaking of really useful engines, he's got a video on a custom-built Thomas model coming out soon.
That's really cool.
Right. So George, I'm gonna not yet with my speech, not yet. But maybe I'll do it more than once. Like first off, I want to say everybody who's just rolling through the door, do us a huge solid here at GFW Trains. Hit that like button. That's really helpful for us. Smash that like button. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe if you like us. If you like me and don't like George, hit that subscribe button.
Hit it.
Or if you don't like me and like George, hit that subscribe button. Or if you like us both, hit that subscribe button. If you don't like us, hit that subscribe button. Also, do us a solid, smash that like button. Thanks, everybody, for coming. But my speech is this, guys. Hey, we've got a really, really cool YouTube community here. It's really neat that we've all coalesced around YouTube, and we've made some really, really neat YouTube channels with some great content. So everybody, check out the people that are posting on here. Listen to the comments that are made and the videos that everybody's posting up. And please support each other because we've got a really, really neat synergy going here. Let's keep it going forward. That's the first time I've said the speech tonight. So if you're a speech watcher, drink on that one because I'll be saying it a couple of other times.
There you go. Grandma's saying that I gave her a wooden Thomas tank engine for her birthday when I was younger, and she said it's one of her most treasured things. So.
Ooh, yeah, it's sitting on the.
There's a little shelf thing that she got by the front door.
Right.
But yeah, I do remember. You can't miss it. Walking through the door. Hey, do you think that this controller's not in phase?
Oh, might be.
Anyways, yeah.
It works sometimes, but it doesn't work all the time. Or is it doing that every time?
It's doing that every time.
I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
But yeah, so Ot got the 844 on the reefers. I charge extra for long trains. Boy, actually, the GFW leasing program has a contract with you regarding your 844.
Oh, it does.
We've been trying to contact you about your engine's extended warranty.
Right.
Please contact us. Have you seen a DMI&R Yellowstone in person? I have. We went when we were going to the Boundary Waters. We saw one in
the Boundary Waters canoe area. We went up we were in Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
We'll be up there next week. Next week.
Really? It's that close?
Well, not really close, but Minneapolis is a lot closer than
this here. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Maybe we should check and see if there's any cool trains in Minneapolis.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So anyway, we saw it just outside of Duluth. There's two of them.
Yes. So
in that area, there's one at a train museum in Duluth, and then one that's in a static display just at I can't remember the name of the city, but it's on Lake Superior, right outside of Duluth.
Yeah. So I forget the number of it though. I
don't remember.
229.
Yeah, 229 and 227.
Yeah. I think the one we have is 227. The one we saw is 229. But yeah, that is a huge engine.
So Conrail 8098. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I know that you're trying to communicate about something behind me. I'm not really sure. So sorry. Just post up again what it is behind me that I'm supposed to check out. So.
Todd Anthony says, I found a Menards brand Santa Fe F3 at the Crest Hill Menards today, but they were not supposed to have them yet. I heard people had special order them.
Well, that's neat. How much did it cost you, Todd Anthony? I would love to see one of those. I haven't even seen one yet. They were, if I remember, they were really moderately priced. They're
Like
Bluetooth.
$200, right?
Like I want to say like $140, something like that. They're comparable technology-wise to the Lion Chief stuff, at least in terms of the operating system and the
Very similar to it, but it's definitely like a prototype kind of thing, if that makes sense. Like there's a lot of kinks that can be worked out on it, but it's also for the price you can't really argue with that.
Yeah, $149.
Yeah, so that's cool. There's a guy that I'm in a group with who wanted to sell his, and he wanted to sell it for like $400. Maybe a collector's item one day. I'm like,
Maybe.
no thanks.
The Burlington diesel behind me. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
For the intermodal cars. That's the Burlington. It's a fantasy scheme paint back there, and then the intermodal cars are the Midwest Division Train Collectors Association intermodal cars. If anybody's interested in getting those, please do. And as a matter of fact, one of the things that I want to tell everybody is that if you're interested in going to a train meet tomorrow or Sunday, the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association is having one at Indian Trails Junior High School, and it's a parking lot meet. Don't know how big it's going to be, but I think there'll be a lot of people out there commiserating. And if you're in the Chicagoland area, we'd love to have you come out as our guest. Throw something up here on the chat, and we'll get you some information about that. Or if you want to, oh,
whoops.
What's up?
Look at where the train's going. I don't know how that happened. Anyways.
So if you, as I was saying, if you want to come to Train Show, you're welcome to do that. It'll be free. You can come as a guest of GFW Trains out there to the Train Show, and then the following weekend on Saturday on the 19th, we'll be running 7.5 gauge out at the Illinois Live Steamers. And again, that's another thing. That one's $5 admissions for everybody that comes. But we'd love to have you there as a guest of GFW Trains. That's a fun one that we have out at Illinois Live Steamers. And that one is in, I forget the name of the town.
Yeah. I don't know where it is, but yeah, it's really cool place, that's for sure.
Yeah, Shorewood. It's not Shorewood. Anyway, you keep talking, dude. There you go.
But yeah, so.
Remember, you can highlight them as it goes through.
But yeah, so we got that stuff coming up. As you can see, we recently got the high level going, and it's a rainbow of colors right now. We still got to paint some of the trestles, or what would you call them? Trestles, on the high level. And I think we're going with the like the yellow, or the creamish color, right there, to match the sides, or not really, but I don't know. It just kind of goes well with the winter theme. But yeah, so that's going on. But yeah, so.
Homer Glen. Yep, that's where the Illinois Live Steamers is at. Homer Glen.
So yeah. Let's see what else. Other one. But paint them. Anyways, but yeah, going back to the Menards F7. They are really cool. And I think I'm kind of looking forward to see what they do in the future, just because, I don't know. It's. I think that hopefully, or in my opinion, I think they should do a Jeep next, just because they're cool engines, and I think they look cool when you run them by themselves. You know, they look like, I guess, like normal.
So hey, welcome to the Stream Ozark and Midland Southern Railroads. Good to see you here. Yeah, we got quite the string of reefers right here. Wait, and you're about ready to see the coolest part about this string of reefers. Watch this. See where the 944 is? Everybody watch. Come around the bend. 844, 944. Potatoes. Watch this. 844 come around the bend. Oh, Reefer's still on the track. Reefer's still on the track. Oh, no, it's going to hit. It's going to hit. No, it's not. There we go.
There's one reefer that's not on the train because of that. The skinny little Woodside reefer. But it wouldn't fit on the train. It was like about to hit the
What's about it?
About it?
About it?
About to hit.
About to hit. Gotcha.
Hit the or it did hit the caboose. It's funny, but we put the engine. It was going really slow, and all of a sudden the caboose started coming off. We couldn't get the engine to stop. Man, that was good times. But yeah, we probably spent 2 hours running trains that night because we just got the new layout up, and we're chasing trains on the entire thing. That was really fun too because we had the big long reefer train. And then Papa was running the big boy with the 18-inch passenger cars. And on the bottom loop, you can't run them, like you can't follow the train through the bottom loop since it's only long enough for itself. So we had to use the outside track, make the reefer train wait, let the passenger train go through, and then the reefer train do its round. And oh yeah, that was fun because you got to use the full extent of the layout. Yeah, that was really fun. If you could bring back any extinct locomotive, what would it be? Mine would be the R2. The R2s are really cool. We've got a friend who's got a model of the R2. It's an MTH one, and it's really, really cool. Yeah, I think if I were to bring back any extinct locomotive, it would be the EM1. EM1s are one of my favorite locomotives just because Grandpa's got one or he has one that I used to.
Two words.
Yeah, that's not extinct.
Oh, you're talking extinct. I get you.
Yeah. No, Cat 4 most definitely. I saw that video that you sent me, Papa.
Your video, right?
Yeah, that was really cool. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I think the EM1 would be cool. Do you know that the EM1, the last EM1 got scrapped by accident?
Yeah, you're telling me that's a horrible story.
It's awful. Like a scrap yard had it, right? Somebody had already bought it, or the Beano Rail Museum had bought it. It was theirs, and it just got scrapped. The same with the Y6B. The Y6B would be a cool one to bring back too, although you still got the Y3As that kind of resemble it. So I think the EM1 would be a good, I guess the Y6B still has distant relatives that look very similar to it, that are still around. But the EM1 is one of those where it's like, it was a pretty amazing engine, and they're not around anymore. And the reason why they're not around anymore is kind of ridiculous. You know, they were still went around up until I guess the modern era, not modern era, but the diesel era. Everything was no more steam was being used, and it just got scrapped. Yeah, Amy Postma says I choose a triplex. Yeah, that one's a pretty neat one. Although, honestly, in my opinion, it looks pretty funky, and they didn't really operate too well, too. So, I don't know. The Premier R2s are nice engines. I would like to have one sometime, but I don't know what curve it needs. I have 072. I think the R2s work on 072. I think that's the minimum radius for the R2s. I think every MTH engine, unless it's a two-rail one. But yeah, I think the triplex is a cool engine too. Oh yeah, the triplex is cool, but yeah, I don't know. Which one would you bring back, the Erie one or the Virginian one? Yeah, the EM1 would be a great choice. Yeah, I love the EM1. It's one of my favorite engines. We ran it for the first time in almost 5 years. Actually, shorter than that, but long time on Grandpa's layout. And oh my God, I was in love with it. The whistle, it's just a great engine. But
Both. I like that. Why limit yourself?
that's right.
Take them both.
But yeah. I think also, but I think that um, I also think that the Y6B would be a cool one to bring back. It's really sad on how that the last Y6B slipped through the fingertips of preservation. There's there's preservation that was coming to they were trying to restore it, right? And they were raising enough money, and they barely, or they didn't. They were really close to achieving their goal to buying the engine, right?
Oh yeah.
And the leader of the foundation died.
Oh no.
So
I didn't know that.
And so then the scrapyard who had it was like,
No money. We're scrapping it.
that's right. So
That's awful. Hey, Christian Babcock's in the house. How you doing, Christian? Hopefully we'll see you this weekend at the TCA meet. Again, out there for everybody. Do me a favor if you're just rolling through the door, smash that like button. And I'd like to send out a personal invitation for anybody that's here. If you're in the Chicagoland area, to come to Indian Trails Junior High School, Indian Trails Middle School on Sunday morning for the Midwest Division Train Collectors Association. Looks like we're going to have we've got a meet, our September meet, and looks like we're going to have a great weather for that. Don't know how many tables are going to be there for people selling, but we should have a good time, so you're welcome to come out to that. Also, another thing we got right around the corner I'd like to invite people to is the Illinois Livestream, which is in Homer Glen, Illinois, and the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association is having a meet out there for the it's basically just a picnic where we get out there. We don't. It's not a swap meet, but we enjoy the Illinois Live Steamers out there and have a good time. Our engine's going to be out there. Still yet to be determined how long we're going to be out there. Georgia's got a doubleheader that day. He might be going to the first game of the doubleheader and then shooting out there real quick so that we can enjoy the Illinois Live Steamers.
yeah. So looking forward to both of those. Yeah. And Amy posts most says they were scrapped because they were too strong. They had to be pushing. Yes and no. So basically, what happened, right, with the triplets is they couldn't create enough boiler pressure to keep it going, right? And so they were only useful for basically pushing for short periods of time because they would run out of boiler pressure.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Indian Trail is in Addison, Illinois, by the way, Artie.
But yeah, so yeah,
it's in Addison, Illinois. Hold on a second. I'll put this up here. If I'm going to put my our email address up there, trainbuds@gmail.com, and
but yeah, so the PRRS one is barely happy on 072. Yeah, so I think all of Lionel and TH's engines are able to run an 072. Whether or not they're happy, that's a different story. Although they should run smoothly on 072. And I think the S1 is way bigger than the R2, so I think it shouldn't have a problem. Another cool engine to bring back would be the AC9. Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, that one's a huge one. Our AC9 is currently broken, but that one's an amazing engine. Holy moly. Yeah, my dad's got a picture of it that he used to carry around when he was little. Watch out. It's the pilot's off.
I can't. Can you shut off the power? Turn on the power. Excuse us for a second. Technical difficulties here. All right, can you get it rolling?
Oh, lost half the train.
Is it working?
It's stuck right now.
It's not. That's not working.
Yeah. Workhorse engines are cool. Yeah, they are. The triplets had a problem with barely being able to go 10 miles an hour. Yeah, that, and it was too the yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so hello Mile High Rail, welcome to the stream.
Hey guys, do me a favor. You're just coming in the stream. Smash that like button. That's really helpful for us. Sit back, relax, enjoy the Friday. Let's talk some trains. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you can hang out. Just the other day, got this upper level, and we were running it all the time the other day, and not having any troubles. And of course, it's just the Murphy's Law with trains. As soon as you have people watching or people over, they'll work right. So that's all right. Seems to be going a little bit better as long as you're going fast.
Yeah.
Faster, not fast. Like
Ricky Bobby. So we were joking actually, right? So one kind of interesting fact is that I run cross country, and I was added to the varsity cross country team to go race.
George! Varsity cross country up top. Want to go fast?
To go race a race in Minnesota, which is the second biggest race of the year. The biggest if we don't make state. But I mean, it's bigger than state because a lot of people
Michigan
can go to.
State's going to be there. University of Minnesota. Yeah, University of Minnesota is going to be there. Yeah,
a lot of big time, schools there. Some of the top high school cross country programs in the nation run there. And so basically, there's one of the seniors on our team. His name is Brody Furco. He when he was racing, he went as a freshman, and so when try and flip it around. But as a freshman, he raced there, and he broke his leg his freshman year racing there. He's probably one of the top runners of the team, and he still kind of has the crazy like, I guess he's scared of it. And we were joking around at cross country practice that he was gonna strip down in only his underwear and start running around the track like he was on fire during the race, like Ricky Bobby, yeah. But I ran XC, but I was terrible at it. So Papa ran XC too in high school.
Great. It's amazing.
His last race, he got first for like 100 meters.
I was winning the race for like 100 meters right at the beginning. That's my claim to fame.
There you go. We get cross country achievement.
There we go. So at the conference meet, a little context of that story. At the conference meet, which was my very last meet, my very last year cross country. I only ran 1 year. I played football up until my senior year. Then my senior year, I ran cross country. And senior year, I was always running in the back every race. I was like, gosh darn it, I'm going to run in the first, or I'm going to run first place in this race for as long as I can. So the last race, they started the race, and I shot off as fast as I could, like I was Usain Bolt doing the 50-yard dash. I was pixelated here, but anyway, I'll finish up my story. Took off as fast as I could, like Usain Bolt, and I led the race for about 100 yards, and then I died, and everybody passed me up. But I was winning that race. All right, everybody, stick with us. I'm gonna pull out of the studio here, and I'm gonna restart. See if that.
Hello.
All right, we're back. Hopefully that's a little bit better stream there. Everybody, let us know. I'm sorry about the pixelization. It's just the way that it goes. We've done everything we could here. I've got the best internet, or the best internet from the best provider out here. We pay a ton for internet, and I've got it all hardwired into my computer. This is the best I can do. So if it pixelates, let me know. We'll try and work on it from our end. and it might be just something that you need to bear with. So, yeah, thanks for letting us know on that. Let us know if we've got audio. Let us know if we have pixelization. Because everything we got on here, I don't have my phone down here. I don't have it on my phone. Sometimes I'll put it on my phone just to watch and make sure we don't have pixelization. So, George Random wants to know. He says, "Help me, Tom Cruise."
You might. Oh man, but
That
yeah.
would be good tomorrow. You should tease him about that. You should. All right, good. Looks better. Very good. Very good. Yeah, Uncle Greg ran.
Have you ever cross country?
You know, I don't know. I know he's still a runner and does a lot of cross country type stuff. But I don't know. I didn't know that he ran cross country in high school.
Seems like a very Uncle Greg thing to do.
It does. It does. Hey, welcome back, Devon McKenzie. Good to see you here on the stream. If you're coming in through the door, do us a favor, smash that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Great to have everybody on here, hanging out, talking trains tonight. We got our speed up that train a little bit, George. So otherwise, it's gonna hit that spot up top. We've got the layout here. We're still here, everybody. We'll be right back with you. Boom. There we are. There we are. We got
Back.
it's all coming through one little plug right here, and every once in a while it's a USB. It's the USB-C plug. And
It's jerked the wrong way.
What's that?
And then sometimes it gets jerked the wrong way.
Yep. And it goes out on us. So again, it's the best we got. We've come a long way from where we started, though. Trust me. When we first started, we had the computer with the we had the computer on a shoebox,
And
we used the microphone on the computer. We used the
speaker,
the camera on the computer. We used the speaker on the computer. We'd yell at I would yell at George because George wouldn't say stuff loud enough. George, speak up.
Yeah.
George, I can't hear you. George, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Then we got mics. That's my birthday present. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Some beautiful mics that we got going on them. Welcome to the stream. Our numbers are coming in, so thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. Thank you for talking trains. Thank you for being in the hobby. We love doing this stuff. So, what was the? I was working on the trains, but what was the verdict on the engine that you'd like, the extincting steam engine that you'd like to get back, George?
Yeah, more than the AC9.
Okay.
I think the AC9 is a very underrated engine.
Oh, AC9 is a very underrated engine. That's one of my favorites.
I think there's only one Lionel's the only manufacturer to ever make one.
Right. So, Brendan's trains over here. This is a good question. What locomotive from MTH or Lionel would you like to be C8 again, George? You know, what I would like to see. This is a crazy off the wall one, and it's probably not what you guys are thinking. I would like to see Lionel make Genesis.
Oh,
that's what I'd like to see.
No, I agree with you on that one.
I would like to see. That's probably my number one desire right now. What I'd like to see out of Lionel.
Sad because they never got.
It must be like out of phase because it's the two transformers there.
Yeah, because it just blew the circuit breaker on this one.
We do it. How was it? We were doing it. We were doing it the opposite. Must be the last time, where it was coming up and we were going straight, rather than coming around the curve right away. Yeah. Let's try that out.
Oh, the back pilot's off. That's why it's too straight.
Okay.
But yeah. So, the Genesis is a cool one. I think Atlas got the tooling for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, they got the tooling for that, and I think the ampletes. But yeah, so I don't know. Hopefully, Lionel, I think they need to make that engine though. Just make the tooling for it. You know, it would be.
I'm fine with an Atlas one. That would be pretty cool. I would like to see Lionel make that.
Yeah. The only problem with Atlas is it won't be TMCC.
Yeah, that's true.
So, If you want a TMCC one, but
it could be Proto Sounds 3. Isn't that?
Yeah, PS3, yes, correct.
So,
Which is there's nothing wrong with that. PS3 is it's a very good operating system. We have it. But
we mostly have Lionel equipment, but we're set up that we can operate on with MTH or Lionel stuff.
Yeah, so but yeah, I mean, but yeah, so the Genesis would be a cool one for me. I don't know what I'd like to see made again. Maybe they already. I know, like, this is a question where, like, if I would be like thinking about it on my own, I'd have like a great answer. But right now, like, I just can't think of anything. Didn't Atlas use TMCC? The one I have is TMCC. Yes, Grandpa. But recently, since they bought all that tooling from MTH, they got the rights to use the DCS system. So since they have that, and in my mind, the Proto Sounds Proto Sounds 3 is a way better system than the ERR boards that they've been using for the TMCC. I think they're gonna go with that route. So yeah, all the new Atlas stuff I think will be with Proto Sounds 3. This is a good one. What is your favorite Western? What is your favorite Western railroad? Mine would be Great Northern. Amy Postman, I think Conrail and PRR are Eastern railroads. But my favorite Western railroad would have to be the Southern Pacific, as you can see right here. But I have my reefer train. The Southern Pacific and UP. Those are my two favorites.
What is some of the favorite Western railroads from other people watching on the stream? Yeah. How about you, OG George? Yeah, what's your favorite? What would you categorize as your favorite Western railroad?
I think Grandpa's
Santa Fe. That's what I'm going with. I bet Grandpa says Santa Fe.
Oh yeah, Grandpa's gonna say Santa Fe.
That's right up there with me too. I like Santa Fe.
I think my favorite Santa Fe train ever is the El Cap with the bi-level cars. That's got to be one of my favorites. Grandpa's got it, and oh my gosh, that is a sharp-looking train. What about you, Pops?
Oh, I agree. I love those bi-level cars. When I was growing up, one of my very first memories of trains, we had an HO set up in the basement. And my dad, believe it or not, well, it was a while. It wasn't really too long before I was born, and he had these trains that he actually worked for the
Santa Fe.
The Santa Fe. So it was relatively new for him. I shouldn't say new, but I mean it was, within 15 years that he had worked for the Santa Fe. So,
I'm guessing he had quite a bit of Santa Fe stuff.
Yeah, he did. He had, and one of my favorites was a Santa Fe passenger train that he had.
Yes. Yeah.
Real fan Kimball, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. JD Stutz, all right. Hey, Jason, thanks for coming by. You guys are about ready to have a really fun weekend over there at your place.
Yeah.
With everybody joining up, hanging out by you, and then going to see 765, if I remember correctly, out at the Cuyahoga National Park.
There you go. Oh.
Well, that's because this is forgot that.
Oh.
There we go. Thanks for coming by. If you're just rolling in, everybody, do us a favor, hit that like button. That's a big helpful thing to help us get this all back out on the algorithm. If you're just rolling through the door, that's some big updates on the layout here that we've been showing off. We've got the upper level going. It's not been flawless, though, in terms of showing it off. So that's the downside, but the good side is really neat. Our layout here is was meant to be a double dog home right off the top of the design, where you had a dog bone on the top and a dog bone on the bottom, and we finally got the upper dog bone rocking and rolling here. So the lower dog bone, and we've got a double reverse loop down here. But yeah, now the in theory, the track work for the layout is finally complete. We used the Bridge Loss is the company that we use for these trusses for this upper level here. It's not completely done. I've got to have that down. Finish painting them and then screw them down. But for the most part, we've got it going, and we're hoping to show that off flawlessly tonight. But it's not necessarily flawless.
In the future, it will be.
Yeah, Jason. Sorry, I know that we would have loved to come out there. It would have been fun for us to go out there with a little bit more leeway. I think that we would have probably made that trip. You guys get together again for anything, please shoot an invite our way because we'd like to be involved. Like I said, some fun guys going to be out your way. Hopefully, we'll make some collab videos, and we'll be having a chance to see all of the good times that you guys have there at the Cuyahoga National Park, riding behind 765, and all those guys over at your house running trains. So, he posted, Baldwin, did somebody say wheels? With a capital E in the middle of that, George?
I don't know. I don't get the name. What is your favorite builder? Or locomotive builder? Lima, Alco, or Baldwin? I'm assuming he means steam engine.
Right.
Mainly. So I'm thinking, Alco.
I'm going to American Locomotive Works.
Yeah.
Alco.
Because they made the big boy.
Made the big boy. And if you notice, they also stole our logo. The logo for Alco and the logo for GFW Trains.
We're gonna have to sue what's left of Alco.
Right.
To bring them straight to the ground.
Cool. Well, hey, Jason, if we could weasel an invitation for April, that would be awesome. Yeah, and we'll be out there for York. We're going to have the GFW Trains tailgate. We'll get some information about that out soon. But that's going to be a good time. Everybody out there at York, there's going to be a lot of guys hanging out. Kind Cake, welcome to the stream. Gray Railroad Productions says, I like Lima and Elko too. Yep. So, George, I want to say, so I was thinking about something, and then I was thinking, I don't know. So, you know how all steam locomotives have the builder plate? And all of them, and they're really kind of neat, they're ornate, they're made out of cast iron. I was thinking that'd be really cool to get a builder plate, like an Alco builder plate, or get some builder plates, that being something to collect.
I think that would be really cool.
But then I was like having the heart of an extinct animal. And like displaying hearts of extinct animals on your house, on your wall. They're like, in this pool, I've got a saber-toothed tiger heart here.
Yes, but at the same time, it's like it's what's left of that locomotive, right? You had the opportunity to save it, you would save it.
Like a dinosaur fossil?
Yeah.
All right.
Like what you see at the Museum of Science and Industry or something.
Right.
Not the museum. Uh-oh.
Oh!
Shoot.
Ah! Run away, train!
Man, this reefer train is just giving us problems today.
I got this, George.
Oh, all right. Anyways, but yeah. If you haven't seen too, I added 9 new reefers to the reefer train.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. I got another set of Vision Line reefers, and then a 6-pack of MTH reefers. So
I got a 6-pack of Coors Banquet. Stubby bottles.
Oh, so you're pulling a Johnny.
Coors Banquet, dude.
You start talking about babes all the time. The high school.
Yeah. Although I don't talk about high school much, do I? Well, I just had that story about cross country, huh?
Yeah, but I asked you about that. That wasn't very you didn't bring that up by yourself.
Right. Hey, welcome to the stream there, Camilio the Gamer. Good to see you here. If you're just rolling through the door, do me a favor and please smash that like button. That really helps push the stream out later with the algorithm. Hit that like button for us if you're new around here. Subscribe. We like new subscribers. We haven't put out any new videos in a while. We put a couple of shorts out, but hopefully we'll snap back and be doing some videos. George has been real busy with just lots of life stuff. We're back online pretty much 24/7, 365 with life these days, huh? Running cross country, playing some baseball.
School. Yeah.
School, of course. Right. I'm sure everybody else is like that. Me, I'm busy doing a little bit of flim flam here, a little bit of flim flam there, doing my flim flam man stuff.
Oh, tell me about when I was in kindergarten with the flip flop.
Oh, so that's so funny. Well, we'll talk about that one another time. But George, everyone would always ask George ask me around George what I did for a living, and I'd always tell everybody just for fun. I'd tell them I was a flim flam man. I was a flim flam man, and I didn't realize George was listening, and it was all computing in his head. And so anyway, George went to preschool the first time, and everybody was going around asking. They were talking about what their fathers did. Oh, my father's a dentist. My father is a car repairman. Gets to George. George, what's your father do? George says, gets real proud. He says, my father's a flim flam man. That's great. Steve 87 PSAP hit the thumbs down just because. Ooh,
What the hell, boy?
I hope that you're just joking on that, because if you do, you're gonna get some bad juju, man. Bad juju.
I heard it's cursed to hit the thumbs down button.
On the Fast Friday live stream, yeah, man.
On any GFW train.
Yep, you're gonna get.
You get the ghost of.
No, here's what's gonna happen.
What?
You hit the thumbs down button on a GFW Trains live stream. One of your trains will break, and you're gonna have to pay a lot of money to fix it.
That's right.
Guaranteed.
It'll
Smash the
explode
thumbs down
and blow up.
No, it's not gonna blow up. But I guarantee you put that thumbs down button. Look me right in the eye. You hit that thumbs down button. A train of yours will break, and it's gonna cost a lot of money because you're getting bad juju from GFW Trains.
There you go.
So go ahead, hit that thumbs down button at your own risk.
I got a good one. What's your favorite heritage?
Ooh, my favorite is 1943.
No steroids.
No steroids. 1943 in Rio Grande. I like the Rio Grande. Well, actually, I've seen a lot of them. Those are the two recent ones that we saw. 1943, the Rio Grande. What is that? 1993. We saw the Katy, and we've seen the
Chicago
Northwestern before too. Saw the Boy Scout one when it was around. Hey everybody! Hey, Steve 87 PSAP says a lawyer to flim flam man. Oh God, isn't that the same? Well, I agree with that. That's why I always say that. So Ravenhawk 6910 is in the house. He's got some great videos over there. So
there we go.
Hit that.
Hello.
George is at the wheels of steel tonight here at the keyboards, typing away at all this stuff. George, hit it, George. Wait.
Got the turntables.
Right. Amy was saying 43 came through town at his place last year. That's pretty solid, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. That is probably one of my favorite engines. That one right there.
1943?
Yeah. Oh, we've also seen the George Bush one. I'm not sure if there's a
heritage 41.
But I mean, these are just special.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting some more people through the door. Hey, kick back, relax. Happy Friday, everybody. 8 o'clock hours, about ready to roll through. Grab yourself some iced tea. I got some special blend of iced tea right here. It's making things a lot more smooth as the night goes on, and I'm getting closer and closer to the bottom of this glass. Let's talk some trains here. Christian Babcock, a good friend of ours from the Train Collectors Association, does the modular layout with us. Says, George, this is the part where you have to highlight what he says there. There you go. The most recent heritage units I've seen are IAIS 1513 and IAIS 516.
Iowa. It's like Iowa. India. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot.
I don't know. Help us out with that one.
I know. I can't believe I'm forgetting the name. It's a really local railroad. But we don't see it too often just because it's more north.
Okay.
But yeah. Let's see.
Iowa Interstate, right? Right, Randall Ellison says Norfolk and Southern 1072 is the Illinois Terminal SD70 ACE. For those who don't know, George, your arrow was right by it. Why don't you go over there and highlight that? There you go. And
but yeah, my favorite Heritage unit has to be the Norfolk and Western one. That one's my favorite. I like the colors. Actually, the colors are cool. I like the green.
The Norfolk and Western Heritage unit is blue and yellow.
The Chicago Northwestern.
Chicago Northwestern. I got you.
Yeah. I don't know why I said Norfolk Western. The Norfolk and Western one, man, that one aggravates me. That Heritage unit aggravates me. This is the section where we talk about Heritage units that aggravate us.
Oh, is
And
that
how
it?
much we want to beat their heads in.
Todd Anthony cracking open another Coors, no iced tea. Well, hey, good on you, man. Good on you. We love it. I hear might be iced tea, might be a little bit something stronger to make the words come out a little bit easier, huh? Never know. Never know.
But yeah, going back to the Norfolk and Western Heritage, they had all the paint schemes in the world to choose, and they choose the blue one.
Yeah, that was a pretty big miss.
Like the one I have, right? The fantasy one I have, that would be a perfect paint scheme to make
right.
it. Even I get the colors are kind of like boring, but just the way it looks. If you make that thing,
Why don't you talk about that? Let me go get that one.
I mean, it's probably one of the rarest engines I own. And I got it for Christmas. I didn't think I was gonna get it, and I'm in love with that engine. Oh man, if they just made their Norfolk and Western Heritage unit like that one, their lives would be so much easier. I'm telling you. Like, it is such a cool engine. Hold on, he's got it out right now. Holy moly. Here it is, right here. Norfolk and Western SD70. Boom. The Lionel ones are really rare from what I hear, and or from what I've known, because I don't know, they're just hard to find. Yeah, this one has to be one of my favorites.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Good to see you here. Get your whistle and smash that like button coming through the door. We'll see you on Sunday, Big Charlie. Can't wait to see you out there at the TCA meet.
Yeah, so if they just did it like this, man, it would be amazing. Like, this is such a cool engine. And I don't know. They sometimes, I think, like the Class 1 railroads and Lionel need to, like, you know, just get together and be like, yo.
What up, dude? Oh, you over? What's up? What's up?
Hey, pause.
What's up? Runaway train! Runaway train! Ah! Is there an engine on that thing? Go get it! Go get it! All right, what were you saying?
Anyways, I think they need to get together and talk about paint schemes together. Lionel's got some pretty cool paint schemes that they make fantasy engines out of, but like that aren't like real things. You know what I mean? That I think would be really cool for a Class 1 railroad, for example, Norfolk and West or Norfolk and Southern, to put on their engines. What's your favorite steam whistle? Mine would be the Great Northern 5 chime. Mine is the one that's on 765.
Oh, because he got to blow it like a million times.
Yes. Oh, Papa's the king at that. He's quilling that all day.
Of course, man. If you had the opportunity to quill 765 whistle, tell me you wouldn't do that. I'm telling you. Everybody would do that if they had the opportunity.
Yes. Jason Voorhees. Sorry if I botched that.
Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th.
He's got the mask on his profile picture. But he asked, is the 844 UP Challenger or one of the big locos in the US? I watched your A4 video. Oh, cool. The 844 is a Northern, which is one of UP's bigger It's not an articulated engine, but it's the biggest non-articulate. Actually, that's not true. It's a really big engine that's still in operation. The cool part about the A44 is that it's the only steam engine in the world that has never been retired, and so that's why it's still around today, and it's so famous. And that's the engine right there. The Challenger that you're thinking of is probably 3985, which for the longest time was the largest operating steam locomotive in the world, and the UP had it, and it is a really cool engine. But yeah, it looks very similar to a big boy, just smaller, and they were made before the big boys. And then the one that's operating now is the Union Pacific Big Boy, which is known worldwide. But yeah. All right, see you, Amy Postma. Adios. Really, Mr. Minetti says, really, really like your reverse loops. Engine needs more smoke fluid.
On it. Although I hope that it didn't do anything wrong for going so long with.
I think I turned it off.
Oh, good.
But yeah. So Raina Ellison says, short, or it's a. Wait. The reefers are off back here.
Oh, that thing is when it's flipping. It's not flipping all the way like the reverse loop on that one.
And when you are ready for an open house, just let me know. All right, we'll do Mr. Tusa or Mr. Charlie.
Mr. Charlie.
Mr. Charlie.
We're ready now. As soon as I get this fixed.
That one switch, man. It's in the worst spot too. Oh. It's in the world's worst spot, which kind of stinks. Very knowledgeable for your age. Thank you. Everything runs great until you do a live stream. Yes. I mean, it's just how it goes, man. It's just how life is. Like, you can't have, I mean, if you have a perfect running live stream, please let me know and tell me how you did it, because it's just, you can't ever like escape the bug of catastrophe. It would have been better if BNSF had went the NS route and painted select locomotives in the fallen flag schemes. At least they something. Oh, well, what does BNSF do for their fallen flag? I would like to know that, because, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that the UP's Heritage Unit program was pretty cool because it was the first one, but Norfolk and Southern, they went all out. They got 22 Heritage Units, I think they have, which is crazy. Yeah, holy moly. Bad switches are always in the worst spots. That's right, Grandpa. Like, you can just never get a break. RBP says, LOL, Wally on the table. That's great. Yes, it is great. We got a bad switch on the worst spot of the layout. And especially, it's a switch that needs to be like flipping all the time and flipping perfectly because it's on the reverse loop. And of course, it's not. Yeah, man. By the way, I will have a generator if you're interested in running something on Sunday. Jim Myris will be setting up a small layout.
And by the way, just so you know, that Charlie Tusik, the president of the Midwest Division of Train Collectors Association. Good to have you on, celebrity on here, Charlie. Thanks for coming on.
That's right.
And I'd like to invite anybody on here who might be in the Chicagoland area to come to the Midwest Division's meet this Sunday at Indian Trail Middle School in Addison, Illinois. You can come as a guest of George and myself, and GFW Trains. Love to have you out. It looks like we're going to have some really, really great weather for that.
These are still off, Bubba.
Looks like we're going to have some really great weather. So if you'd like to come, again, Indian Trail Junior High School, it's going to start at 11 o'clock. I think it's 11 o'clock. It might be 10. Help me out on that one, Charlie.
It's 10 a.m.
10 a.m. That's good because George got a baseball game that day, and we got to jet out for that baseball game. I believe it's a 1 p.m. game here at the baseball game, so we're gonna have a busy day. All right. Hopefully, I got everything all set here. Which not throwing right.
Anyways, yeah. The 25th anniversary engines are just BNSF's. Our stickers consumed over. Oh, so it's like CSX stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That. I think they should do something like Norfolk and Southern. Although it might cost more, I think it's really cool. And honestly, in my mind, BNSF has always been a very like, I guess, like very heritage friendly railway, if you know what I mean. Well, they don't have heritage units. They've always been really like, really cool with steam engines that run on the BNSF, and stuff like that. But yeah. Amtrak just launched their last 50th anniversary heritage unit. They're the last 50th anniversary heritage unit, 160 in Beach Grove. Well, that's really cool. Yeah, CP announced a new heritage unit with a ES44 8757 to be repainted into Milwaukee Road orange. Whoa.
Who did?
CP. They're gonna make a Milwaukee Road heritage unit.
I like it.
Well, that's really cool. I can't wait to see that. I know Papa's gonna be pretty excited about that too.
That.
Oh, that makes sense because I saw a picture of it picture of a concept engine on Instagram that was a Milwaukee Road one, and I was like, whoa, yeah.
Hey, by the way, let me just say real quick. This is my part where I'm going to tell everybody thank you so much for coming and watching us this evening. It's been really a pleasure to be on and talking about trains with everybody for so long. We've been doing this. We've created a really cool community here of model train railroaders and model train enthusiasts and YouTubers. We've got some really cool YouTube channels on here. So everybody, please check each other's channels out, support each other. Let's keep the synergy going. I'd like to do some, now that we've got more ability to do in-person stuff, I think we're going to try and do some more little open houses here down at the GFW Trains Worldwide Studios and get some more outreach to people. One of the outreach things that we're going to be doing, if you're in the Chicagoland area, Midwest Division Train Collectors Association is going to be having a meet this Sunday, 10 a.m. at the Indian Trails Junior High School in Addison, Illinois. If you're interested in going, please, I would love to have you. It's free of charge. You'd be a guest of GFW Trains. We'll get you signed in. Hit me an email with trainbuds@gmail.com. The other thing that we're doing the following week, we're going to be out at Illinois Live Steamers, the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association is. And if you'd like to go as a guest of GFW Trains, that'd be really fun to see out there. The Illinois Live Steamers, if you have never been there, is a 6 acre, I think it's 6 acres, might be larger, train layout where we run 7.5 gauge trains, have a real good picnic. That one's $5 per person. And we run trains for most of the afternoon, have a really good time. That's next Saturday. So good stuff. So remember that. A couple of things. One, hey, keep the synergy going. Let's watch each other's channels. Let's support each other. Like, comment, subscribe to everybody. As a matter of fact, right now, if you're not a subscriber to GFW Train, we'd certainly appreciate it if you'd subscribe and smash that like button. And the other thing is, too, we'd love to have you out there for, I don't know why there's the S on the thing there, but we'd love to have you out at the Train Collectors Association's meet that we've got, as well as the Illinois Live Steamers. Illinois Live Steamers is out in Homer Glen. So hit us up, trainbuds@gmail.com, and we'll see if we can make sure that we keep an eye open for you and invite you and welcome you in.
That's right. But MDN and BNSF Railway Metro Rail Fanner says I'm playing Train Sim World right now. Well, that's really cool. It's a really cool train simulator game. Charlie says live streamers is a really fun event. Also, yes, it is. Running on ride-on scale trains is really
7.5 gauge.
7.5 gauge.
So we should have some steam engines there. This GFW train Santa Fe SW9 switcher will be there running.
That's right. One and only.
The one and only.
Is the 84 going too? I think the 84 is going.
Yep. And of course, RBP Trains brings up the fact you're right. We are going to be tailgating out of York. It's going to be a good time out there. We're going to have two, and we'll be pushing out some more information on that soon. We're going to have two RVs out there, and not only that, but I'm still working on trying to get some other things through the TCA for the YouTube community out. I don't know if that's going to come to fruition. I haven't been doing it as much as I should, probably, just because I'm real busy at work. But if I can, I'm going to try and get a hold of Stu, the president, and see if we can do something for YouTubers out there at York. But at the very least, we're going to be out there. We're going to have to tailgate a couple of days. So keep your eyes peeled for that. That should be a lot of fun. Everybody's really looking forward to York, which is another Train Collectors Association event. If you're not familiar with the Train Collectors Association, the Train Collectors Association is the biggest model railroad, model train group in the whole United States. It's based out in Pennsylvania, but there are divisions of it, divisions and chapters of the Train Collectors Association all across the United States. I want to say that they have approximately between 30,000 and 40,000 members in each region throughout the United States. It has lots of, like I said, the divisions and chapters. And those divisions and chapters do all kinds of neat train activities, from open houses to tours to meets. They've got a lot of neat things going on. So check out the Train Collectors Association if you haven't already. There's a link down below for both the Midwest Division Train Collectors Association and the Train Collectors Association National. Traincollectors.org is the national organization.
But yeah, so I can't wait for York. It'll be my first time, and oh man, I'm just so excited to get out there. Yeah, Haas, what are you gonna be looking for?
I don't know, George. I want to say when I go out there, I haven't gone out there in a long time. I want to find like a primo. I want to find a primo post-war piece, like something that is a really hard to find one or a one-of-a-kind one. That's what I'm looking for. Like something that's just like wow, a post-war piece that'll make you say wow. I think that's what I'd like to get. How about yourself?
Looking for Santa Fe F3s.
Scale Santa Fe
ones,
F3s.
yes.
That's cool.
Or a 3985.
Yes, I'm sorry. So Charlie is right. The live steamer event is not this Saturday. It's the following Saturday. So I want to say that's the 25th. Correct me if I'm wrong there. It's either 24th or the 25th. But for sure. So what was it? So you want a you're looking for scale Santa Fe F3s.
Or a 3985. So
3985, huh?
Yes.
Black one? Black 3985. Cool.
The TNCC one, though.
You've been saving up for that one, huh?
Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to get one, but because I don't know. The reefers.
All right, let me ask you this. This is a hypothetical. If you were to find the JLC 3985, would you trade the Vision Line Challenger that we have for the JLC 3985?
No.
Okay, explain.
Because the GLC or the Vision Line was like so cool. I like the Vision Line one a lot, and it's probably one of the coolest engines we own. But I say GLC because that's probably the only one I'm able to afford. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I like that. If I had the opportunity to get the Vision Line 3985, I would get it, but I can't afford it. So my next option is the JLC one, which honestly I don't find a problem with. I like them both. You know what I mean?
Right, I get it.
But if I'm able to get the Vision Line one and my price range, then heck yeah, I'm gonna get it. But if I find one in my price range, it'd be like finding a needle in a haystack.
Right.
Man, this train. Boy, the car's off. GLC or Christian Baptist says, wonder if you could find any Wisconsin Central
George, you're gonna highlight that stuff when you read it.
stuff at York. Yeah, I mean that would be pretty cool. I know made some. Oh, actually, you got
he
it.
Loves it.
Yeah,
that's his
Wisconsin
railroad,
Central, yeah.
man.
Christian Baptist says the GLC big boys are pretty nice. I have your GLC big boy. 4012, love that thing. Our GLC big boy is pretty cool. We got the 4024. Unfortunately, it doesn't really operate too on our layout.
Right now.
Yes, we gotta get it going, but yeah, that one's. I love that engine just because I grew up running that on Grandpa's layout or a similar one, and oh man, it's just the nostalgia for me. It's so cool.
That switch
But yeah, so oh man, is probably is. I mean, it's the JLC big boy hole. That's just it. That is like. Don't tell anybody I'd say this, but I love the sounds in the JLC Big Boy so much better than the Vision Line sounds. The JLC Big Boy sounds are just like my childhood, you know? Go downstairs and go into the grandma and grandpa's layout or front door, you know? They always had the big van in the bottom of the stairs. And run down there with Sammy and we'd run trains, and I would always run the Big Boy because that was my favorite engine Grandpa had. And yeah, Grandpa had the JLC 3985 in the case. He still has it. But he doesn't want to run it. For some reason, he doesn't want to run it. Grandpa, I think you should run it. You know?
I was thinking that you offered to trade Grandpa the Vision Line Big Boy for, or the Vision Line Challenger for.
Oh, that's up to you, Pops. But I mean, hey, we could do a Lend-Lease program, maybe. You never know. Grandpa, someday, I think. Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to say it because I don't know. But I was actually, I'm gonna tell you guys anyways. I was gonna say we should have a really fancy open house at Grandpa's layout, and then just to make it look nice, we'll put a cloth over the case for the 3985 since it's on the workbench. Little does he know, under the cloth it's just the glass case, and we will secretly have the 3985.
Ooh, I like this. I like where you're going with this.
Be like, it's gone. Hello, Brinsley those scaled model trains. Welcome to the stream.
Good to see you.
I have seen a
over there. Oh!
Want me to do it?
No, I got it. You keep the screen.
But I saw a BNSF SD50 today. Oh, that's really cool. Hello, Anita. Welcome to the stream. Anita, my sister.
Woo, Santa Fe Queen's in the house.
Hello, how's shopping, Anita? She's out shopping. She's at the mall right now.
Nice. Well, I am going to try and talk her into doing another video for GFW trains. What do you think of that, George?
Maybe. That'd be really cool. I like the sounds in both the Legacy GLC and Vision Line Big Boy. Yeah, that'd be. Yes. That is really cool. It was good. Are you guys driving back right now, Anita? Some of the best Lionel sounds are from around that time. Yeah. Oh man. Uh-oh, the tender's off. But yeah, I definitely agree with that. Although it might not be prototypical, that's just like when I was little, that's what we ran. But yeah, the JLC series, in my opinion, or the JLC series is just like, oh man, it just makes me feel tingly when I hear the JLC series of locomotives. They're so really nice. I mean, like they got to be some of the best locomotives Lionel's ever made. They run well, and they're really cool. I hear there's some York planning. I do plan to stop by. Well, that's really cool. Look
Yes,
forward
we're
to
going
meeting
to
you.
be, yes, for our York plans, we're going to get everything all worked out. Hopefully within the next couple weeks here, we're going to push out some information for people going to York to plan on meeting us out there. We're hopefully going to be doing some tailgating. So after the meet is closed, everybody can get back. We're going to have 2 motorhomes there, and we'll have some food. We'll have some beverages. Everybody can just hang out, commiserate, and enjoy each other's company. So, yeah. Hey, Jerry Satz in the house. Jerry Satterley, how you doing this evening?
Hello,
Good to see you
hello.
on the stream. And everybody who's just coming in, welcome to the stream. If you've been here for a while, grab some iced tea, kick back, relax. Enjoy the Friday evening that we got going on here. Fast Friday. Smash that like button. Love that. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, Jerry, York, Pennsylvania. Make it out there. It's the Eastern Division of the Train Collectors Association's meet that they have there. It's the biggest train show, I think, in the world. Huge swap meet. Lots of fun there. Lots of fun. Smash that like button. You got it, Anita. Santa Fe Queen's in the house.
Grandpa says I might run the 3985. So DB Tech says we should do a live stream at their house, and Grandpa says yes, they should. I might run the 3985. I have a big boy I don't run also.
As Anita would say, boy.
I think that we should do a side-by-side comparison on our Challenger and your Challenger, Grandpa, and see how well they run.
Oh, yeah, running right next to each other. Yep.
Mm-hmm. You know, because I think that, Grandpa, once you start to run that engine, it will not leave the tracks. Am I right?
I hope not.
Oh. Well, not in that way, but Grandpa will love it so much that he won't take it off.
Cool. Joker's Trains and Trainman Dan saying that they'll be at York. Well, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna be we're real anxious to go out there. George has been saving up his money big time. He was either gonna get a car or blow all of his money at York, and he's decided to blow all of his money at York rather than get a car. He's banking on his old man might get an additional car in the family rather than him spending the money to do that. And he's gonna spend all of his money buying scale Santa Fe F3s. The other thing?
3985.
3985. Oh, Challenger races.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
But hey, we only have one Challenger.
Oh, we need another one. Grandpa, looking at you. OG George, looking at you.
No, George just blows his money on more reefers. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You guys should do a Challenger races. I do like that idea. What scale? York isn't too far from me.
It's mainly O scale out there.
But there's I believe there's
O and S. There's a little bit of S, not much HO there. It's yeah, if you should go just for the spectacle, Jerry. You should go. It's a lot of fun. If go into the link below, Train Collectors Association, DCA traincollector.org. Link below in the description. And join the TCA. Go out there for it and see see everything that the TCA's got going on. All right, I gotta check out this switch before the train goes on it.
Problematic switch. Man, you guys have no idea. Papa spent countless hours down here getting that switch to operate well, right? And we had it to a point where it operated pretty good, right? Puts it on the layout, it ran really well for a night, and now it's doing the same thing it did before.
I'm getting a new switch. Screw this switch.
No steroids. Steroid free. Steroid free.
I am going to pound that switch into oblivion.
Whoa! Steroid free. Steroid free. Whoa!
Oh, that switch is driving me nuts. It's an old switch. I bought it on Fleabay. And the switch combined with the motor, it's not.
Oh,
there's
boy.
3 things that aren't working. One.
That is a fast Pacific Fruit Express train right there. Express, baby.
That's a
Steroid free.
It's a Ross 072 right-hand switch. The Ross 072 right-hand switch. So I think I'm gonna have to invest in a new one of those. But I don't know if it's a combination of that and the motor. I've been having a lot of problems with C1000 motors. Not a big fan of C1000 motors right now.
Not a big fan. Ooh, steroid free.
Steroid free. Oh, that time it's good. All right.
How many box cards do you have there? I think I have 29 in total.
So yeah, that switches. It's a Ross 072 right-hand switch. Anybody got one? Yeah.
We need one.
What drives me nuts? I'm about ready. I'm one of these shows. I'm probably gonna light that one on fire.
Pound it.
This one wasn't working. This is another one right over here. That one wasn't working real well. I got that one working okay. I thought I had this one working okay, but not so much. Not only that, but then there's two other Ross switches that we found tonight that were broken. A little plastic piece going across, broken. Yeah, you're right, Ozark Midland Southern Bill B. It's that is the new switches in order. That's for sure. Ooh, George and I were joking about old Saturday Night Live skit called "How Much You Bench," and there are some guys that start every question or every dialogue with "How much you bench," and anyway, and then they're like, we're a devoted group of lifters to a steroid-free lifting experience.
Steroid free.
Steroid free, and then they all are raging, and they're like, it's like steroid free.
Rose!
That's good. All right.
Woo!
Turn me back on, George.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's see if they come off.
This is good. All right. Everybody, watch this.
All right, you're good. You're good. Oh, okay.
I pushed the wrong switch there.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. There we go. Good save, George. Good save.
Add another 90 to the 125 Pacific Fruit Express refrigerator box cards and have 844.
There we go.
844, 414, and 3985 double header. Well, we don't know where we can get in the 3985. Actually, we know where we can get a 3985. Do you know where we can get a 3985?
George. I don't know. Might be able to have some sticky fingers and scoop that one up there from Grandpa.
Oh, I can't get it off my hands. I can't get it off. Hey, man, I'll just take it home and worry about it at my house, you know?
I think that's...
Ooh!
Steroid free.
That will take... We'll have people call in.
We need to do another show where we have somebody's layout on like we've done. We haven't done that in a while. It's fun to have Grandpa on a couple times ago, but we'll have to see if we can get a guest on again. We have, like I said, it's been a couple months since we've done that. We had some really cool guests on, and yeah, it's fun to see. You know what? We watch these YouTube videos, and there's some great YouTubers, and had them all on, or had not all of them, but we had them on our stream, and it was really enjoyable to have them on their stream. And the YouTube channels got big, and RVP's got those channels blowing up. Really, really good content
overnight
he's producing over there.
Oh man, he got that third rail. Yellowstone. Holy moly!
Well, that's third rail.
Yeah. I bet you that weighs more than me.
Oh, I bet it does too. I bet it does. All right, baby. Didn't throw. Nice. All right. Switch work that time.
Oh boy.
So
look at the time I was one. I almost nothing changed on my layout. LOL. There's 2 loops. My JLC 3985 has spent more time in the box than on the track. Well, hey, We have a really good layout, and if you need a home, we have the 3985 Adoption Center open for business today, starting today. We will take your 3985 in free of charge and take care of it. We'll even run it for you. We'll do general maintenance on it. We'll let it stretch its legs on the Yes Railroad. And, yeah, so what do you say, man? It would just be like sending your 3985 to get trained, right? They'll come back a new engine.
Yes, it would. Welcome to the stream, guys. GRP24, Cat Nuts, Ryderson and Rome. Good to see you here. Smash that like button if you do it. Too solid for the GFW trains. Good to see everybody out here tonight. Talking trains, having fun. We got our layout running, and we got the second loop running. It's not flawless. I'd like to say it's flawless, but let me tell you, the more iced tea I drink, the more flawless it seems.
That's right. Smooth. Ridson and Rome Mile Railroad join the stream. Welcome to the stream.
Get you some whistles, boys. Whistles!
Here at the 3985 Adoption Center.
3985 Adoption Center.
We take 3985 that haven't run a lot, and we put them to use. We let them know them.
Let them know their love.
Yes.
They might be in a box, and that doesn't mean
or display
their owners, if their owners don't love them.
It just sometimes you need to take it for a walk. It's like a dog. Right?
So we'll take care of them, and
we'll do everything you need to do to them for you, free of charge. Free of charge. Might even make an appearance on the stream.
Might make an appearance.
Who knows?
You never know. You never know. Let's see here.
Sounds like George is going to sell bridges for a living in the future.
Doesn't sound like that, doesn't it?
You never know.
Hey, Jerry Sanderly's just rolling in. Everybody rolling in. Noticing George's new haircut. Look at that. George is running cross country these days, and that mullet was slowing him down. Not very aerodynamic, huh, George?
Not very aerodynamic. Flapping in the wind. Yes.
Oh, yeah. We'll feed and groom those 3985s.
We'll teach you how to blow the whistle. Go forward, backward. It'd be great. You get to stretch his legs. But, yeah. Grandpa says they will adopt anything, but you may not see it again. They tell me that the trains get attached to them. Well, 844 lights are here,
Right. No, it could. Anytime it wants to go on the rails back to your house,
it will.
As long as it goes back on the rails.
That's the other thing with the GFW Trains Adoption Center. The trains will come back to you when it feels ready.
Right.
When it feels right.
Right. So it's 844.
It still needs to.
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable. That's right.
Where it's at. Oops, see, didn't switch.
Oh, fuck.
That switch is going to drive me insane.
Oh,
I thought it was going to work.
Dang, that was a close one. Man.
Grumble, grumble.
Grumble, grumble. Anyways.
The worst part about it is there's no real good spot to buy these switches.
Yeah.
I would love to go to the hobby shop down the road and buy one of these switches, but I can't. Yeah. I got to get it shipped. Shipping costs half as much as a dang switch these days. Oh.
Ridiculous.
Come.
Man, everything nowadays. Can't get chips for cars. There's a shortage in apple juice, apparently.
What?
Yeah. We're talking about it at cross country.
Oh, my gosh. What's the shortage in apple juice?
I guess they can't get bottles for the apple juice. Or Welch can't get bottles.
Really?
Yeah. So,
all those apples sitting there on the tree.
Shortage in apple juice. What else? Shipping's crazy. There's a whole pandemic going on. Yes. This is a section where we're going to rage about everything in a steroid-free environment. Man, these stupid apple juice bottles, they really aggravate me. Crazy Joe 67, welcome to the stream.
Crazy Joe in the house. Smash that like button if you would, buddy.
Plenty of apple juice here. Glad to see prices of wood going down. Oh, yeah, we are lucky. We bought all our wood before the wood the wood prices went back up, and we built our layout while the wood prices were up. So, but we already had all our wood, so it was a win-win scenario.
We lucked out on that, but there are a lot of other things that went up that I wish that I bought instead of wood. Should have bought a car. That back when it was not stupid buying cars, man. Woo! Anybody got a car that want to sell old GFW over here?
Or a 3985, either one.
Cash money. All right. MDN and BNSF Railway Metro Rail Fanner says a scenario called the Santa Clara Savior in
Train Sim World 2 on the Peninsula Corridor, driving their two EMD MP15 DC switcher locomotives, 503 and 504. Oh, interesting. Can't wait to see the Fall Society. Oh boy.
The what?
Fall Society.
What's that?
I don't know. People will be using their minds again. Start using their minds again.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
I drink Gatorade and pee. What? Maybe he gotta refinish that sentence. I drink Gatorade and pee. This apple juice tastes funny. Or this lemonade. There's also a sighting in Lona. Oh, interesting. Good evening, GFW. Well, welcome to stream, Aaron Klebold. Ah, yes. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go, going down. Yeah. So, how excited are you for York, Papa?
Oh, I'm real excited about York, George. Real excited. I think that it's going to be fun trying to meeting everybody for the first time. You know, actually meeting people face to face.
Oh yeah.
That'll be really cool. That'll be really cool.
Geodot says road rage, train rage, but apple juice?
Apple juice.
In a steroid-free environment. Steroid-free.
Right. Trying to figure out what the voltage of those switches is supposed to be. Yeah. 9 to 14 volts. 9 to 14. I think that part of the reason why they were all going bad on me was that I was running them at more than 14 volts, but it's like this one I don't think will run. About every third time it does that.
Do you stop it? Oh. Friday night at York, and then Grandpa says 14 volts works best. Randy Lawson says, sorry, George, my flat fingers got stuck again. He says sparkling water. Oh, sparkling water. What's the date for York? I think it's October 2nd, right?
No. I don't remember right off the top of my head the dates. But it's at the 20-somethings.
Oh.
Or
like
the teens.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Homecoming. Homecoming's October 2nd.
There you go.
Yeah. Whew. Man, oh man. It's coming around the corner.
All right, George. Hit that 840 far.
Do you have the... Is this it?
Gonna remote. Where'd it go?
I have a remote. I'm not sure if it's the remote.
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Got it.
I thought it was October 22nd. That sounds right.
Yep.
Alrighty. Try now.
Grandma says we'll sell you a red Chevy station wagon.
Hey, there you go. Doggy car.
You're driving it. I'll take it. You can drive your butt around in that thing.
It'd be great.
Yep, George, you're on. Everybody, take a drink. Take a drink.
Ooh. Ray Lesson said he's gonna look at a 2009 Crown Vic tomorrow.
Ooh, nice. Cop car.
Cop car. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Yes. I should have said Thursday night at York. We have to leave Friday night to get home for the banquet. Yes. But yeah, I don't see the show on the TCA event calendar.
It's because it's a York. York is the Eastern Division, so go look up the Eastern Division of the Train Collectors Association on the website, and then either that or just Google Train Collectors Association York League, and it'll come up.
Is that? Do you think the Eastern Division is the most active part of the TCA?
I don't know, George. I can tell you this: they probably. I mean, they have the biggest meet. They do a lot with that. That's good.
Slycast says get a green station wagon and call it the Family Trickster. That's good.
Very similar to the Family Trickster.
Randall Ellison says the guy that's selling it said it still has the bumper bar or the bumper bar still attached. Oh, there you go. No, it isn't. They have two meetings, George, but by far the biggest. Oh.
That being the Eastern Division, George.
I see.
Right. The narc car.
So they only have them. So they're two. So like we have our monthly meetings.
Right.
Their
They
meetings
just
are
have-
just York.
Right.
Oh.
Right. But there's a lot of chapters in the Eastern Division too, if I'm not mistaken. So they've got other things going on besides York. York's their big they have there. The narc car. All right. I just sat down. Hopefully nothing's going to go wrong with that switch. I don't know if it's the motor or not. What's happening is that the DC1000 doesn't switch all the way a couple of times, and then when it doesn't switch all the way, it just stops switching altogether on the non-derailing switch feature. Don't know. There you go.
If anyone is wondering, no, I'm not going to ram cars with it if I buy it. LOL. Good. Because that would be very catastrophic. But yeah. Having an ex-cop car, I don't know if that'd be a good thing or a bad thing. Like,
It'd be funny on the highway, I think, because people might think that it's
oh, yeah.
like a cop
Cop
car
car,
to slow down and act like you're a. Well, it might get annoying where somebody like slows down and drives the speed limit because they think you're a cop car and you're following them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Ty Anthony says practice pit maneuvers, Randall. There you go.
Yeah. Hey, Rob 412, welcome to the stream. Says getting the RV ready for next week. Next week for York. Sweet. We'll be out there with an RV too. We have two RVs. Look for the GFW Trains flag. We don't have that one up on the stream tonight, but we've always had the GFW Trains flag behind us. We'll have the flag flying out there, and like I said, we're going to put out some info about the tailgating going on there because we're real excited about going out there. George has a show that he really loves out in Milwaukee that he's not been able to go the last couple of years, and this is going to take his place for that Milwaukee show. So, looking forward.
Milwaukee is the reason for the PFE train.
Right.
That's where I get to show it off. Other than the streams, it's just you get to bring it and take pride in it, sit back and watch it run.
Yeah. So, Bill B, Dave Wally, it seems that you are really working up to a sweat that I need to get back now. I know. That stupid switch. I might go up there and just switch that manually. Make sure that every time it goes, that it does. The non-derailing feature is supposed to just take the thought out of it. In fact, over here it's doing it just fine. I fired these both up at the same time, but for whatever reason, that stupid side is not working, not doing it right.
Looking forward to stopping by. Oh, can't wait to meet you.
Right on, Rob. Right on. Yeah, I'm looking forward to, like I said, meeting up, hooking up with people there at York as well. GFW trains. I know there are going to be a lot of other real cool YouTubers out there, but it'd be really neat to finally meet a lot of people face to face. That's good stuff right there.
Oh yeah. DB Texas, I miss my old 85 Buick.
Save it.
Save it. Oh.
Hit that one up there. There you go. You're almost there. You're almost there. I had my first car was a 1976 Oldsmobile Delta 88. It was my grandfather's car. It was my dad's car. It was my brother's car. And then it was my car. That one made the rounds in the family.
Didn't it have like a huge engine in it?
Had a 455 cubic inch engine in there, dude.
Holy crap.
Yeah. It got awful gas mileage, George.
8 miles a gallon?
But it could have pulled a semi if you wanted to. It could pull a semi.
When you like feel the power, like when you got another car.
It would squeal the tires.
Really?
If you push the gas all the way to if you floored it, George, the tires would squeal.
Like would you just stay in place? Or like not stay in place, but like how long would it take to accelerate?
Well, it would accelerate really fast, actually. You watch the gas gauge go.
Seriously? Oh.
But it would eat up gas really good. The lead sled, right? Yeah, you bet. Every time I see one of those on the road, I'm like, there it is, Delta 88.
Do you miss that car or no?
I do. I love that car. So Crazy Joe says, I miss my 1972 Camaro with a 396 big black with a 671 blower. Oh my gosh, I bet that, talk about sucking down gas. I bet that thing sucked down gas. Oh, hey, Artie Ferkin, welcome to the stream. Says his first car was a 78 Monte Carlo. Miss that thing. You know, those 70s cars are good. 78 Monte Carlo is a fun car. That's an underrated car right there.
That's the car that they had in Tokyo Drift. I forget his name. The main character. He started out with I think it was a 78 Monte Carlo.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The one that he raced in Texas. What they said. Yeah. Okay.
The one that he crashed.
Yep.
But yeah.
So Rand Ellison says we had a Buick Park Avenue years ago. Could keep the thing out of the garage. Had nasty habit of blowing head gaskets. Oh man, good times. So I've been in the market for a car. I've been looking around for a car, spending some time today at lunch, drive on car websites, seeing if I could find anything.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Smooth.
Nice. Bill B says my first car was an old VW Bug. So long ago I don't remember the year. Paid less than $500 for it. Now we had a VW Bug growing up. I wish that you could see some of the cars that my mom and dad, your grandpa and grandma had.
There's one by the high school, in somebody's driveway.
Is it?
Yeah. It's like a baby blue color.
Grandma had a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle that she bought in Germany and brought it back to the United States. And we drove around that everywhere when I was growing up. Grandma had a 67 Beetle, and Grandpa had a 67 Dodge Charger.
The General Grant, right?
Right. So my dad had the Charger when the Duke Boys were popular. The Dukes of Hazzard was a popular show, and they had their General Lee, and everybody loved the General Lee. All of a sudden, my dad's car got really popular. Now, my dad's car was blue. It was like a metallic blue. So it's just the opposite of the General Lee. And, of course, we were from Chicago, the North. So we always would call my dad's car the General Grant. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Beetles are fun cars. I like VW Beetles.
I don't know, man. They must have not detected it when it was in her pocket.
That's good, George. I see what you did there.
Yes. Just turned over 300,000 miles on my 95 Suburban. 95 Suburbans, man.
Woo!
I know a lot of people that have had Suburbans similar to that, and I like the way they look. You know, I like the body style of that. But yeah.
Wow, that is a lot of miles. So 300,000 miles.
Wow. Let me know when it gets to 1 million. Then take a picture. But yeah. Each of my 4 children rode home in the hospital in that 68 Charger. There you go.
Oh,
It's like in Talladega Nights, you know?
right. So my youngest sister was born in '80. So he had 12 years. They're 68, at least 80.
Wow.
And then he had it longer than that because he had it in the driveway for a long time.
Man, that sounded like a fun car. Do you wish like you had that car in high school?
Yeah, but my dad always wished that I would take that car, but that car, it was in really bad shape. The body was, rust-wise, it was in really bad shape. The interior was really good, but the body was just really, really rough, so it would have been a tough one. So yeah, I do wish I had that one in high school. But I did have my Delta 88, and I had to make my Delta 88 unique. You know what I did, George?
Put some horns on it.
Put some deer horns on the front of that thing. So big old deer horn.
Where did you get that?
Oh, I got them on a vacation. We were on vacation out in Wyoming and Montana. We stopped by an antique store, yeah, like a Native American shop antique store, and they were selling them, and I found them. And they were beautiful horns.
How do you like? I bet those were expensive. Aren't like deer horns kind of expensive to get?
They weren't super expensive. They were really nice. I looked around. They weren't super expensive. Yeah, they. Dang, Randall Ellison has a 2017 Sienna van that's closing on 400,000 miles. That's a lot of miles.
It's 2017 too.
Right. I got it. That's a lot of miles. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Where are you driving that thing that's got so many miles in 4 years? That's 100,000 miles a year.
Like every day driving.
Right? Hey, Rail Brothers Production, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Let's get the whistle. Smash that like button if you would. John Schneider's General Lee was destroyed 2 weeks ago from the hurricane. I didn't know that.
Really?
That's sad.
It is. I think that was generally number 1 too, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it wasn't. Well, maybe it was. I don't know. I know that they found General Lee number 1.
The story, and that's great.
Yeah.
It's like painted green.
Yeah, they used it later for
like
another car. Yeah.
Oh man, if you
it's off the track. Serenity now.
But yeah, it's crazy, man. Like if you look at pictures from like how many cars they used in that movie, they had like a billion, like crap ton of
television show.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a ton of Chargers, and then what was the car that or what was the police car? Like what kind of car was that?
I have no idea what the police car was.
But yeah, they had a lot of those too, because all the jumps they did. But yeah, Tiny Town's train TTTTV. Oh, there you go. TTTTT. Anyway.
T4V, man.
Oh. There you go, T4V. I like that. Just uploaded another vid. Boy, that one was a hard one. Yeah, I bet. T4. Hey, George and Wally. He said this. Oh! The 844 is like, I want to go fast.
So Tiny Town Trains, he's got an awesome. So George, I have been watching his channel. I love his channel. So he is building a train layout. Tiny Town Trains TV, George. You have got. If you haven't seen his train videos, it's really cool. So he's in the process of building a train layout, right? and he's building it and making videos in regards to his train layout. But then the other thing that he's doing that's really, really cool is he's talking about all of the different railroads that are on his train layout, or that he wants to have going into the station and that are going to operate on this train layout, right? But then he's like, okay, they're each going to have a part of his train layout. And on his channel, he goes into a little bit of history on all of the different railroads and how they will play into his layout. But it's really neat on the channel, on his videos, about how he talks about the different railroads. It's really, really interesting how he goes into a deep dive with some of the history on the railroads, and it's really neat. So if you haven't checked out Tiny Town Trains TV or T4, you got to check out his video. It's super, super cool. So scoot over there or write down his name and check him out after the stream, because it'll be worth your while. Hey, Mike Mellon's here. Mike Mellon, good to have you here. We finally got everything going here with the Bridge Boss. It's looking good. The layout, I think, the way that it's set up, I don't want to say it's operating good, because the switch over here is not operating good. But the actual structure of the layout's really fun to operate on. George and I have been operating a lot on that. So yeah, here you go, man. Almost finished product. We've got to finish up the doing a couple of little things with the Bridge Boss. As you can see, we don't have it all painted up right yet. We got to get it all screwed in, and the track screwed onto the Bridge Boss yet. But we're 85% there, and at least we've got it such that we can utilize that driving over it.
Yeah.
George on the wheel of steel here tonight on the computer, bringing stuff up, putting stuff down. Yeah. So yeah. So I been going through YouTube channels. Got T4, Tiny Town Trains TV, and Ozark Midland Southern Railway. We just put up the last. It was a short, but for those of you who haven't seen Ozark Midland Southern Railway's channel, he's got a fun channel too, and he's got a boxcar challenge that he's doing where he's having everybody run boxcar trains and make videos of the boxcar trains.
Yeah.
And so I did one a short on the PFE boxcar train. Put that up there. Yeah.
Dude. Oh man, that is not sure if you know this, but that's my favorite train.
That's George's favorite. So Artie, yes, it was this. The upper level was. I'm not necessarily a carpenter by trade or even by a hobby, so it was kind of difficult to put that up. And I had to lean on a couple of friends that I've got in the hobby, including Mike, who did a lot of carpentry work in terms of cutting out the wood on there. And it's coming together slowly, but it's coming together, and it's really worthwhile. And again, that's one of the coolest parts. Everyone always asks what my favorite part of the hobby is. And my favorite part of the hobby is the relationships that I've built and all of the friends that I've made along the way in the hobby. And it was really cool to see a lot of that come full circle, where I had some friends that I've made in the hobby help me out with this layout, or continue to help me out with this layout, because it's been fun. It's been quite the journey putting this layout together, hasn't it, George?
Oh yeah, quite the journey is an understatement.
Oh, tell me, right?
Yeah, holy moly, that is. But yeah, dude, the progress of the layout, like going from the streams, is really cool. Like we had the streams where we just run it on the loop that it's on right now, just the tiny little loop, because that was the only loop we had operating. I mean, it's holy moly, yeah. It was a good response to the challenge, Wally. There you go.
So Randall Ellison drives rail crews around, and that's why he's got so many miles on the van there, George. Just to give you guys a taste of how many miles these vans get put on. The rail crew has a rental that back in early July had 30,000 miles on it. In July? Oh. Did I read that right? Early spring. Had 30,000 miles on it. Right now it's over 80,000 miles. Wow. Yeah. Well, thanks, Artie. I appreciate you saying that. It's been a kind of a fun little project that George and I have taken on over the last year or so, and it's been when we had time together. Life is, I was thinking back, and there are a lot of bad things about the pandemic, and My heart goes out to everybody that's suffered through the pandemic. But it's been nice in some ways too. Just putting a silver lining on the cloud. It was an opportunity for George and I to get together and do a lot of neat, fun things together. Just hanging out. We couldn't meet our friends or couldn't do anything, so it was just George, Anita. Anita's my daughter. For those of you who are around here, we call her the Santa Fe Queen. She comes into the stream. She used to come in all the time when everybody was at home during the stay at home. But she doesn't come in too regularly anymore.
She's at the mall right now.
She's at the mall buying some homecoming shoes
and T-shirts that mom doesn't want her to buy.
And some T-shirts. Yeah, and so we had a chance to work on the train layout, develop a really nice relationship with each other, and we started out the live stream here, doing this live stream. This is our 100 and what is 100 and I don't remember what number it is, but it's 100 and something, like 130 live stream, 100 and we were doing it every day for a while. It was like the only thing that was keeping us going. And so here's the cool thing about it, and I just over the last week, I've stumbled across a couple of train video channels and showed them to George. And a couple of good examples was always Arc Midland Southern Railway and Tiny Towns Trains TV, where I've stumbled across their channels, and they're such cool channels. It's so neat to see, and been able to close some circles on that, where we've got this live stream, we get to chat a little bit, and I get it. Some people stay for a little while, some people go, some people just say hi, but it's neat to have such a flow and such a dynamic and a neat social atmosphere. So everybody, please keep this synergy going, not just with us. I mean, life's speeding up. It's getting a lot harder for us. George is doing cross country and baseball, and it's a lot harder for us to get down here. In fact, next week, my daughter on Friday is going to be doing the next 2 Fridays, as a matter of fact. So we're going to probably have to do something maybe on another day. But she's going to be doing her POMS routine. So life's getting a little bit more back to normal, which is great. We're if you couldn't tell already, we're a really, really busy family under normal circumstances. And it's fun to fit this in, but also it's not something that's going to last forever, unfortunately, and I get that. But one of the things that I hope is a lasting legacy of and I don't even say legacy in the fact that it's something that a legacy in something, the fact that it's just us and our legacy. But I hope that the YouTube community is able to come together and not the YouTube community, but the model railroad community is able to move forward and live on in the YouTube community. But at this point, I want to keep talking and doing train stuff here with everybody. But I'm going to tell George he's got to go up and go to sleep. George has got a big cross-country race tomorrow. And he's hoping to make a good showing. And I want him to take a shower and get to bed so he's not up too late and get up fresh as a daisy. 6 a.m. show for him for that cross-country meet with an 8:30 race time. So, George, see you around now. I was going to let the caboose hit you on the way out. I'll continue the live stream here for a little while, talking trains and doing train stuff with everybody. Hold on, let me switch this.
You sure I put it on the tray table? Good night, everybody.
Hey, good night, George, man. Good luck tomorrow. Everybody wish George a good luck. He's a big race versus rival down the road, Manuka. Race. All right, so let me see here. I gotta take over the captain seat instead of the co-pilot seat where I'm usually at. Like, yeah, we're not going anywhere yet, or at least I'm not going anywhere yet. I'm cutting in the captain's seat. I'm done with my iced tea there. So, we're feeling good. Talk some trains. Although I might have to stop that. It's hard to both do the yeah. Yeah, I was laughing at this, Rail Brothers. I was laughing at the expression on George's face. Right, right. Um, yeah. So I don't know how many people have layouts here, but it's just a truism. We've spent a lot of time building this upper level here, and the bottom level is working really good now. And I say that I'm probably jinxing myself, but George and I were running this upper level, and we didn't seem to have any problems. We were running it for about an hour or so, and running it for about an hour or so, and then put it away, did a couple of things we got going tonight, and it's just been nothing but problems. Specifically, one switch. We've got raw switches on here with Z1000 switch motors. One of the problem with the Z1000 switch motors is if you don't have it set just right, that that it'll throw about 3 or 4 times, but it doesn't throw all of the way. And when the Z1000 doesn't throw all of the way, it'll stop going, and eventually once or twice it won't throw at all. Like in about 5 different throws, then the 5th time it won't throw at all. So that's what's happening on this one up here. It's getting to a point where it's not throwing at all. Hey, Bear Creek Woodworking, welcome to the stream. Good to see you on the stream. Thanks for stopping by. George had to step out. He got a cross country meet this evening. So I insisted they take a shower, get to bed, 6:30. He's got a 6 o'clock show at the 6 a.m. show at the high school, and it's about a half hour away for an 8:30 meet. So he's got a lot of stuff on his plate. So I told him I'd take over. Shoot, man, I've got 30 good friends here, sitting back, kicking back, talking trains on a Saturday or on a Friday night, Fast Friday. So I thought, you know what, let's hang around. Let's talk about this. Yeah, Rob. 412, you're absolutely right. Layouts only act up when people are watching. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? So, yeah, so George, I put him off to sleep. Hopefully he'll get up and have a good race tomorrow. So George is fun. He's doing really well this year in cross country. Yorkville's got one of the best high school cross country programs in the entire nation. And George is a pretty good cross country runner. But he's right there at the varsity level, where they consider their top 10 runners, both on the girls' team and the boys' team, as their varsity team. And George is arguably right there between 8 and 11 or 12. And one day in the meet, he could be as high as 8. And if things don't roll right for George, he could be as low as 12. So he's right there at the border, always fighting to be on that varsity squad. So he's got to make sure that he is running at his peak every race. And my daughter, the Santa Fe Queen, she's doing really well. She's a freshman this year. And same goes with her. She's the 11th runner on a 10-runner team right now. And we're really nipping at the heels to try and get to that 10th spot. And it's cool. We're hoping that we can somehow dovetail in some rail fanning or at least going to see a train or two. But both of the kids were invited up to the University of Minnesota next week to run in the GRIAC Invitational out there, which is University of Minnesota's big cross country meet. So that's where we're going to be that's where we're going to be this weekend coming up here. So, or not this weekend, but this week on Thursday and Friday. So, yeah. So, all right. So, Anisha Boyce, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming in. I'm glad that you could join us. It's not the middle rail. We got that rail for free. That's the added value bonus of this O gauge stuff is that we get a free rail instead of 2 you S gauge guys. So TCA is here's the TCA meet starts at 10. We're gonna probably have to jet out there. We're not gonna be able to stay very long, Mike. But we'll be there at 10. And I think we're going to probably leave around 11:30, something like that, because Georgia has a baseball game. So we'll be there for a little while. If you come, that'd be awesome. It's at Indian Trail Middle School. Hit me with a text, and I can give you the link or a pin drop or whatever if that's something you're thinking about going to. Love to see you out there. Yeah. Yeah, Rail Brothers, isn't that the truth? When the cameras are pointing at the layout, that anything could go wrong with it. That is the truth. That is the truth. Oh my gosh, Yorkville Cross Country versus Ditka. This is a match of two cataclysmic forces where if they were to go together and compete against each other, it may result in the collapsing of the universe as we know it. And so thus, the world and the universe has to do everything in its power to keep the Ditka and the Yorkville Cross Country team from ever competing against each other. That's what must happen. So, Anisha, I was just saying that George had to go to bed. He's got a cross country race tomorrow, and he's got to show up at the cross country, or he's got to show up at the high school at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. So I told him to get to bed. So you're stuck with me. If you wanted to see GFW, sorry about that. We'll be back in a couple of weeks, and we'll be there. We'll be doing our stream together, Fast Friday, like we always do. Usually we end it right around 9. We do it for about 2 hours. But like I said, I'm hanging out here. We're 2 hours into the show. We got rolling a little bit slow. Didn't have very many people on, but now we're here. I got about 30 of my friends on here talking trains. Can't beat that for a Friday night. You can't beat that. Yeah, for sure. Oh, we're at 49 thumbs up. Somebody smash me a like if they would. We got to get to 50. That would be really cool. So Randall Ellison says, saw something a bit odd at Thayer today. Northbound auto rack had cut the power off at the south entrance of the yard, and I was leaving. 8 BNSF motors showed up and coupled on. Wow. Hey, West Chicago Model Railroad's in the house. And that's another great channel. So West Chicago Model Railroad, if you guys haven't seen it, really, really cool channel. And I don't want to slight anybody by not talking about your channels. But check out his channel. He's got some great content. Real cool guy. Go there, check him out. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening. Or with me at this point, I guess, since George is gone. So Mike says, Wally, what will be the fix for your switch? I think a bonfire. I'm going to take that switch and throw it into a fire. I actually don't know what the problem is with that switch. Like I said, I think that the motor isn't lined up right on this. It's an old switch, first off. And the little plastic piece that throws the frog broke, and I had to refix that. And I think in the process of putting it together, I didn't get it all lined up right. And what happens is that the DZ1000 motor doesn't throw all of the way. So it throws partial away, and then it gets to the point where it won't throw at all. So about every 10 switches will throw. So it just doesn't throw all of the way. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to need to buy a whole new switch over there. But I mean, that's a really hard part of the layout that I can't have, something happening and having that switch flawed. So that might be just an investment I have to make so I can forget about it. The other one that was over here seems to be working pretty good. It's not flawless, but it seems to be working pretty good. So, yeah. What do we got here? Randall Ellison said, I had no idea. This is what was going on here. What they were doing, they were picking up power to take Springfield auto racks and cars in them. I could see them. Looked like some pretty sporty rides in those auto racks. Yep. Yeah, I saw that you just hit 1,000 subs. Congratulations on that. You really sprang from, you were at the low 900s and you shot right up to 1,000. So good show on that. Congratulations. Hey, welcome to the stream there, Matt. Train Lover 9943. Do me a favor, smash that like button. Maybe that'll get us to 50. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Like I said, George is sleeping. We're here hanging out, talking a little bit of trains, talking about how layouts always go down on you when everybody's watching. The bottom level of the layout, I think I got going pretty good, which is nice. It took a while to get to the point where that's operating. Right. We have got, if you haven't seen my layout, on the other side of the camera over here, we've got 2 lift bridges where people can walk in and out. And I got to get those lift bridges so it's a little bit more solid, where you go in and out and they come up and down, and they are guaranteed to sit right, because they don't always go in place right. And sometimes the trains go off the track as a result of that. So that said, the lower layout runs pretty darn good. Like I got going on down here, since I'm doing it solo. I've got it rolling, not on the upper track where it hit that switch. So yeah. Red Ellis is a great Scott. Also tell George not to run into his other stuff, otherwise it might destroy all time and space. Oh wait, that's Back to the Future. Oh gosh. So yeah, everyone's talking Ozark Midland Southern Railway. It's not going to be long before you hit 1,000, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm not surprised about West Chicago Model Railroad. It's some great content on that channel. There are channels on YouTube that if they're not at 1,000, they deserve to be at 1,000, because such good content, such good stuff. So like I said, it's really important that we all go out and support each other in the hobby and everything like that. Gus Hadley, the lunatic from Arno's, in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by and hanging out on this Friday, talking trains and having a good time with us. If you haven't, kick back, relax, grab some iced tea or something a little bit stronger. Doesn't matter. It's all called iced tea around our house here. And let's talk some trains. Not sure how much longer we're going to be on here, but we usually do a 2-hour show. And man, I'm telling you, so many people were here. Thought I'd hang out and talk trains with everybody. Yeah. Excuse me for just a second. The cars came apart over here. There we go. So yeah, I agree, Bear Creek, and I think that this one switch that I've got here that's giving me a hard time might be worn out. I don't know. Oh yeah, DB Texas, just don't mention the fat controller. Oh yeah. That was perfect timing. I forget who made that comment. But it was a funny comment where he was talking about his back controller, where he said that he called his mother-in-law the fat controller, and I just busted over laughing. That was pretty good. So, it's Bear Creek Woodworking says, listen to Matt and Matt's O-Scale podcast. Awesome episodes, and they're both here tonight. Yeah, for sure. In fact, West Chicago Model Railroad, why don't you just hop on here real quick and talk about your podcast? He has a really cool podcast that he does as well as his YouTube channel. So he's got a kind of a two-faceted multimedia approach to what he's got. So, yeah. So, I've been talking about that. In fact, everybody always busts on me a little bit about me saying to check out each other's channel and support one another in the hobby. And you know what? I tell you what, it's funny because it ebbs and it flows on the Fast Friday here. In fact, if you're new around here, one of the reasons why we call it Fast Friday is because when we first started doing the streams, one of the favorite things that everybody liked to see happen was that they liked to see we did train races. We literally had train races on this layout. And since we've added the upper level, and as you can see, it'd be much harder to do train races on our layout now. So we don't do any train races. That's why we call it Fast Friday. But we've had a lot of really cool people that have come on the stream and have joined us on the stream. And not everybody's on here anymore, and some people, who are on and really rocking and rolling with YouTube channels kind of faded away, or and that's all right. It happens. It's just like I said. I think it's neat. My favorite part of the hobby here. My favorite part of the hobby is the friendships that I've developed in the hobby. Some of my best friends and some of the nicest people that I've met. I've met through the some of the nicest people that I've met. Hold on a second here. I'm not sure if I'm on, guys. Give me a second here. The GFW Train Studios now started to give me some fits. There we go. I think I'm back up onto the big screen here. But yeah. One of the coolest parts is the people that I've met for doing this, and I hope that I can connect some of those circles when we go out to York. Yeah, and it's neat. This is just yes, Bear Creek. I like this. I'm sorry, I lost my thought here, but iced tea. My iced tea starts with a B, as did mine this evening. As did mine. Oh yes, yes. So Anisha Boyce, thanks for coming and hanging out with us when you did this evening. So we'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. We'll see you at the next stream. Okay. Uh-oh. I hope that everything's okay over there. You're still mopping. Anytime you got to mop, that's not good. So Geodot says that switch underline frog weakened motor or not enough juice. I think what it is, it's the underline frog of those three. Because the motor is brand new, and it might be not enough juice, but I don't think so. I don't think that all of the other switches throw just fine. I'm really worried that I put those switches on a too high a voltage, because I don't have good luck with those Z1000s. So it might be, and I'm hoping, actually the underline frog, albeit the most expensive of those problems, it's the easiest one. I just buy a new switch and rock and roll from there. So, yep. Because that's definitely, as you saw me get up on that layout as many times as I did tonight, that is not a switch that I want operating. I want that switch operating at 100% of the time, because yeah, that's a rough one to get at over there. So MDN and BNSF Railway Metro Rail fan, George did get off the bed. Tomorrow morning he's got a cross country meet with the rival Manuka right down the road, and for the cross country meet, he's got to be at the high school at 6 a.m. And among other things, you have to stay hydrated when you're running cross country the day before, and you have to get a good night's sleep. So I sent him up to bed so that he can get up at that 6 o'clock time. He'll probably have to get up at 5:30 to get the school at 6 o'clock, and so yep. And we were going to shut down the show, or not shut down, but we were 2 hours in. But we had a lot of people around, and we had some good conversation flowing. So I thought, all right, George, why don't you go up to sleep, and I'll keep talking. And I'll probably keep talking for a few more minutes here. I enjoy hanging out with everybody, and I enjoy being on the live stream. I tell you what, it's kind of funny. I don't know how many people here. I know my dad does, because I'm his son. I don't know how many people here do the train thing with their son. And we have a good time with trains, but it's an interesting dynamic when we're here on the live stream together, because it's a it being father son, and me being late 40s and him being 16. It's just an interesting the way that it goes. And sometimes he shows up and he's ready to talk, and sometimes I'm ready to talk and I drowned him out. And I got to stop doing that. So today, before we started, I said, all right, George, I want you to be the one that rolls and be guiding on the show. So if you're really tuning in and you see it when I'm the one that's usually the information driver, hopefully tonight was a little bit different. So I still got a lot of words I got to get out. Yes. Actually, now that I think about it, this one comes through here. Switch it back over. Perfect. I'm gonna get another train going here. So we have 2 trains going. So I'm gonna I've got a Santa Fe Y3A that I'm gonna get going over here. So we're running tonight. If you're just joining us, we got a PFA 844 Northern pulling the PFE reefer train here, which is one of George's favorites. I'm about ready to get Santa Fe Y3A going here. Get those running at the same time. No, Slakehead, I haven't talked to Train Finder Craig. I'm going to have to reach out to him. I'm hoping that we can hook up at York. MDN BNSF Railway Rail Fanner, asking if I've ever considered doing a round out. I don't know what that is. You have to explain that to me what it is. But yeah, back to Train Finder Craig. I'm going to have to give him a holler. So you can see the Y3A right there underneath the tunnel coming out, rolling behind the Northern. I'm putting the Northern into the inside track. You can't see the double crossover, but it's right underneath the. There we go. Switch this. Here comes the Y3A. Hey, 1-800 Klein, welcome to the stream. We don't use sensor tracks. I think that they're really amazing, though. They're pretty cool. There goes the Santa Fe Y3A right there through that double crossover. Oh, at the roundabout intersection. I get it. I got confused there. The old Milwaukee Road and EJ&E. I was confused there. That's a good spot to rail fan. So now we got 2 trains running. Let's see here. Got a Santa Fe Y3A with a short little freight, boxcar freight, and then we've got the 844 with a long PFE freight going here. Oh, cool. New siding as well. Very neat. All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for joining, hanging out, watching trains and talking trains and enjoying some camaraderie this evening. So how many people on here right now? Well, thanks, Bear Creek. I'll pass along the good luck. How many people on here have a layout that they operate and invite people over and everything like that? Hey, we'll see you, Conrail 8098. Hope you had a great time. Glad that you could hang out with us. Charlie, we'll see you on Sunday. We'll talk more about having that open house over here for the TCA. But we'll definitely have a TCA open house. So thanks for coming. We'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. See you later, gentlemen. So 844 was even on Extreme Trains, hosted by Matt Brown, who's also a Pan Am Railway conductor in Maine. Well, that's cool. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. I've never seen Extreme Trains. Where is Extreme Trains on? Is that on a cable channel? Is it a YouTube channel? Let me know. So Radar Diddy says I've got a 5x8 in the basement, 2 loops and a trolley loop. Oh, that's cool. So when we first were down here, and the first train layout that I built for George started out as a 5x8. They quickly grew bigger and bigger and bigger, got wings, and that was a fun little layout where sorry, folks. We've got a malfunction here, coupler malfunction on the PFE train. Trying to get this one back together. But yeah, I had a little layout made for a little boy. It was kind of a hands-on thing where it was about to the height of an adult's knee, but it was perfect size for George to get at everything. And that's how I started trying to get George hooked in the model railroad world. George didn't have a chance, unfortunately. Between me and his grandfather, there was no way he was not going to be into trains. And it's been kind of cool because not only is he into trains, but my nephew's into trains. So both of my my father's grandchildren, or at least grandsons, are into trains. Now his other grandchild, my daughter, she's into trains too. Yeah, not like these guys, but at least she sees them and appreciates them and knows where they're at, or knows what they are. Yeah. Stream Trains was only on, or it was discontinued in 2008 after only a month due to viewer complaints. Huh. Well, it sounds like a neat thing if they did 844, that's for sure. So Rob412 says, I prefer a larger layout, friendly, and a few friends see it. Cool. Well, hold on a second. Speaking of layouts going off kilter here, just had a car come off. Well, that's neat. What so I'm sure that it sounds like you do O gauge. Tell me a little bit more about your layout. What kind of track to use? What kind of switches and whatnot? Always love to hear that information on people's layouts. So Radar Giddy says, I just put up my layout after 25 years. Have a 3-year-old granddaughter who loves trains. Well, that's also another story I love to hear, is that people putting stuff back up, getting another generation of trains into it. Yeah. And it's, having a layout and sharing it with trains is an awful lot of fun. I enjoy doing it. That's one of my favorite parts. A little bit earlier here, we had Charlie Tusick, who's the president of the Midwest Division of the TCA on. And I was telling him that we're going to have the TCA over here for an open house. And a couple weeks back, we had George had a couple of friends over here, had a cool running session / open house. So it's neat. It's neat to share your trains because I think it's no fun to have your trains and operate your trains in a vacuum. That's for sure. Well, listen, guys, we've been doing the live stream for about 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think around 2 hour 45-minute mark. I am going to get rolling and get to bed myself, so that because George's got to get up early, and I've got to get up early because I wouldn't go miss that cross country race for the world. I've gotten to a point where that's one of my favorite things to do is to watch both my kids, my daughter perform, and my son play, my daughter run, and my son play baseball and run as well. I find a lot of joy in that. So, Radar Diddy, I agree that running trains definitely helps me relax too. It helps me get my mind off of things. I've had a rough couple of weeks, so the last couple of weeks, just things coming up at work and whatnot, that's been hard. And trains are such a good way to get your mind off of those things for a little while and wind down on those things. So that's why I spent a lot of time putting together this upper loop. Although when it fails like this, it doesn't do anything for me in terms of it doesn't do anything in terms of keeping me sane when it keeps failing. That is quite the train layout you got there, full and two. 56 by 24 layout levels, line all tubular, mixed with K-line super stamp, track on the bottom two levels, guardrails on the top. Wow, that sounds like a fantastic layout. That is neat. Good stuff right there on that layout. I'm sure that's one that you like to have people look at and show off anytime you get a chance. So, let's see here. Radar Diddy says, "Yeah, I'm about to have I'm out. Everybody have a safe week." All right, Radar Diddy, thanks for coming around. See you around the roundhouse. Don't let Lucy hit you on the way out. And everybody, if anybody's just joining us, or if you're leaving, haven't done so already, please do me a huge solid and smash that like button on your way out. So, Red River Rail fan, good to see you. Thanks for coming. I'll get your whistle here. Yep. Good night, Jerry. We'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. Red River Rail fan, I just winding up things here. I put George to sleep. We told George to go to bed. He's got a cross country meet tomorrow, so I wanted to make sure that he had plenty of sleep for that cross country meet. So kind of buttoning things up here for the night, the beginning of the weekend. So we just walked through the threshold into the weekend. Fast Friday. That's what I always say. As soon as we get Fast Friday done, I can say, on into the weekend. So Bear Creek Woodworking's got an 8 by 20 layout. That's pretty solid. That's a big layout right there with 3 loops. And 2 of the levels I use Atlas track. Within 2 levels I use Atlas track and switches. Well, Atlas track and switches are pretty good stuff. I have a good friend of mine down the road that's got a whole layout that he's put together with Atlas, and that thing's a nice looking layout with good switches. In fact, if you check it out, George and I, or actually George, put together that video on our webpage. I'm trying to remember what the title of the video, but Stan Lebkowski is the name of the layout. So if you go through the library of GFW train stuff, Stan Lebkowski's layout's all Atlas, and it's an amazing, really cool layout. So if you're on the way out, Bear Creek, thanks for joining us. We'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose get you on the way out. Artie, we'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you. So yeah, I agree, Dad. That it's been nice hearing about it. Everyone's layout. I agree with that. There's no such thing as a bad layout, but there isn't such thing as bad switch. Oh my gosh. Oh, Cross Acres live stream. I had our live stream last Saturday night. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that those guys had a chance to jump back in and do a live stream. Those guys are some fun guys, and I think that it's just one of those things, just like everybody else. It was everything started to get back online with the world. You just had less time on your hands to do stuff. So I think that when time comes their way, that they'll probably come back in and start doing some live streams and putting out some more cool videos. But there's some cool cats over there at Cross Anchors Railroad. Engineers 6325. So Senior Church Street layout streams only makes me hungrier for even more for my own. Woes of a college student. Well, hey, you know what? All of us have been there. We're college students and we want more trains and everything like that. So one of the things that I always did is I would always think of like track plans and how I want stuff. And I'm telling you, too, you're going to think this is crazy. But I would always go to trade shows, even if I didn't have a deep pocket, just so I could to develop relationships with people. I was involved with the Train Collectors Association, Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association, and I met so many people and developed so many cool friendships through that. I'm glad to see you're out here. It's the first time you've been on the show, so welcome. And hopefully you can, through YouTube, this is a really neat opportunity for all of us to build this YouTube community. So good to see you on here. And in fact, I don't know where you're from, but if you're from the Chicago area here, I got to put out one more pump for this, that on Sunday, we have a train show that starts at 10 a.m. at Indian Trail Junior High School in Addison, Illinois. If you're interested in going, please hit me. I need more information. Shoot me an email at trainbuds@gmail.com because I'm inviting everybody here out to the train show out there, and you can come. It's free of charge. It's a parking lot show. I don't know if it's going to be huge or not, but you can come out there as a guest and enjoy the show. And then not only that, but the Midwest Division of the TCA is having another open show. It's not really a train show, but we're having a picnic. So the one on Saturday is free. The following Sunday, so not this Sunday in a couple of days, the following Saturday. It's not this. The train show at Indian Trails is this Sunday. The train show at Illinois Live Steamers in Homer Glen is the following Saturday. And I'm inviting everybody to that. That one's $5, and it's the Illinois Live Steamers at Homer Glen. Hit me with a that one starts at noon. Hit me with a letter there, email at TrainBuds, and I'll get you some more information about that. But that's a big picnic where we ride on 7.5 gauge trains all day, and we have a really, really good time with that. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And again, I'm going to roll out with my message that I usually tell everybody. Thank you all for being part of this railroad community. I truly love it. It's a really neat thing that my dad has been involved with. He passed along to me, and I pass it along to my son. I wish he was here and could close out the stream with me, but he's asleep right now, hopefully getting ready for his big cross-country meet tomorrow. But I appreciate everybody being on, and I appreciate all of the relationships that we've built through meeting people in these live streams in the YouTube community. And I know I haven't met a lot of you guys, but I do feel that relationships have been built. And so what I would like to encourage everybody to do is please support everybody's channel. See the people that are commenting on here. There's some really, really, really cool YouTube channels. Check them out. Heck, do searches on just trains and Lionel trains. Watch everybody's videos. Comment on their videos. Subscribe to their channels, because we've got a really neat thing rolling with the model train community, and then the model train community within the YouTube, the model train corner within the YouTube world. So yeah, everybody, let's keep that going. Let's really keep the dynamic, keep the friendships, keep everything going. So with that, I will sign off, and I'd like to say huge thanks to everybody for joining us and being part of GFW Trains and giving me one of the most precious things that you have in your life, which is your time to spend with me and hang out with myself and my son. So with that, have a great evening. Have a great weekend. We'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. Good night, everybody.